All right, boys, perfect timing. The mecca of sports is back. Hockey's almost back. Playoff baseball is on. Champions League, we got football, college, NFL, everything's back. It is the time to fire on Prize Picks. We've been firing multiple times a week. We've been pretty hot, honestly. So boys, if you guys have not, for some god weird reason, downloaded the Prize Picks app, download it right now and plug in code Nelk. If you put in $5 with that code, you're gonna get $50 free. So that's just a steal, boys. Just $5 and you get $50. It's that easy, no strings attached. Use code Nelk. I love Prize Picks because instead of choosing teams, you're choosing individual players. You either go more or less on the set projections on Prize Picks, stack a bunch of picks up together. The more you choose, the more your picks gonna multiply. I love firing this way. It makes watching the game so much more fun. But yeah, now we got football back. That was good, but now we got hockey back. Basketball's gonna be back soon, and playoff baseball, one of my personal favorites to fire on. Download the Prize Picks app, use code Nelk. Let's get into the episode.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by your fingernails. I don't know.
I took a girl to butter nails. A 5'10", 4 inches taller than you. Smoke show.
Wait, can you just show?
Aryan, blonde.
Did you guys ever resolve your diamond tooth incident?
That was f***ed up. That was really f***ed up.
I've been busy, dude.
That was
really
just
busy.
that was like when I was like,
I
damn,
got
this
him a
guy's not a
free
real
tooth.
friend.
I got him a real tooth.
I got a call at like 8 a.m. Eastern. Like I just woke up. I think he was still up. And he's like, bro, I need your help. Like,
Me?
No, Steiny. He calls me at 8 a.m. Eastern. So I knew it was 5 a.m. Pacific. And he's like, bro, I need your help. Like, I have dick diamonds in my tooth and shit. I don't know what to do. I'm like, dude, are you really asking me this right now? He's like, thanks. Like, I was like, dude, I don't know what's happening in LA, bro.
It's insane.
But all right, boys, we got a great episode today.
We're rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, amazing.
We've been
Yeah.
long time coming. We got Banks on the pod. We got Jesse back. Steiny Brad. We got to do a little just reminiscing. This is dope.
This is insane. You guys on the same couch, incredible. We're sitting right now in the Subathon house, the FaZe house. For anybody who's new to me or what I do, I'm a founder of FaZe Clan alongside Tommy, Apex, Rain, and we just hit the reset button on this. Recruited a bunch of new kids, 20-year-old young kids, and they all do the streaming shit. And they just streamed for 30 days, 24/7.
So did they
6
all
people.
stream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every day?
Every single day. 24/7. They're ending in a little bit, and I told them to walk on and say hi to you guys whenever they end.
So when they're sleeping, it's just rolling.
It's just rolling.
Are they doing shifts? Like
Yeah, Jason has like 3,000 people watching him when he's asleep. It's insane.
That's wild.
That's
It's wild, bro.
how do people just watch that?
Guys, so I'm a YouTube guy too. The whole culture of it, I never understood the live streaming shit. I was always a guy who's like, why would I sit through an 8-hour live stream when I can just wait for the recap highlight later and watch 10 minutes and get the best parts? But it's a whole culture, like the Twitter comms, the chat. It's so engaging. And I think that's why like YouTube, like your guys' fans, our fans, YouTube fans have always been the most like intimate, electric, engaged. Because if you could sit through a 20-minute vlog, you love the person, you know, and you know a lot about the person, and you're probably willing to buy their merchandise. You're probably willing, you want to see them win. They're part of your day-to-day. They're part of your family. This streaming shit is that times
Why do you
10.
think it's so big now, I wonder? Because people have been streaming like for a while, right? Like people have been doing IRL streams. People have been doing IRLs though and shit
Not
for
like
time.
this, I don't think.
It's the clipping meta.
Right.
The clipping
So
meta
clipping
changed
changed the
everything.
game.
TikTok, clipping, changed everything. For the longest time, content on the internet, stealing someone's content, blatantly ripping content and reposting it, no. You can't do that.
We'd get pissed.
Of course, but when it's an 8-hour streamer and you have 1,000 kids hustling and finessing and clipping little viral moments and slapping them all over TikTok and Twitter, these things go viral and it's directly marketing your stream.
It's part of the formula too now. 'Cause
100%.
these kids are like,
Yeah, no, I know.
like even the fans who are getting engaged with the content or the streamer are realizing they can make real money working with these people or helping these people get these views. So it's changed it entirely. It's almost making the audience a part of the business in a sense. It's crazy.
And clippers get paid if videos are more than a minute on TikTok? Only?
I have no idea how that
It
business
depends.
works.
So there's no like right exact, but everyone kind of deals with that sort of aspect of the business differently. But like, you know, there's certain people they'll pay X amount of dollars for a certain amount of views. And I think people are starting to understand that. So like I said, it's like you have the fan bases now feeling like they're a part of not just the content because they're watching so much of it, but they're also a part of the business side of it. Which is
by the
crazy.
way, they are.
Wait, now I have a question then. Do you think that that's a rigged system in the sense for if there's new streamers trying to start out and they can't pay these clippers to do it, they're at a huge disadvantage?
We're not paying anyone.
Oh, you don't?
No, if you produce good enough content, the clippers will come because they want to farm views. So if they can get views out of you,
oh, okay.
they will
Steiny's
come
like,
at-
I've been dishing
No,
out
because
bags.
there's streamers out there that have, like, Togi told me I pay $20K a month for.
Correct, but my guys, we don't pay anybody anything.
Oh,
We just
shit.
produce the best
Aren't they,
content on.
like Ding kind of like
Yes.
It's like they want
They have their
the
own little
respect
rat
of,
race.
Like,
Yes.
I got the viral clip.
Yes.
I got the viral clip.
There's like
So,
guys like Yoxic, shout out Yoxic, Scuba Ryan,
Twitter
Fear
pages,
Buck, all these guys. Like these guys are a part of the FaZe fold now at this point. These are random Twitter accounts that just Michi, Lowell, Massachusetts, shout him. There's all these guys, and as far as the community aspect of it,
Yeah.
you create a environment where you have quite literally thousands of people because everyone wants to be a part of the lore, create the next big meme. You know what I mean? Like it's on steroids because the shit is just go, go, go. That's why they're so engaged. That's why it's not just simply sitting and watching an 8-hour live stream. You could sit and while you're doing your homework, watch a live stream half-ass, or you could be engaged in it, have Photoshop open. You're trying to,
Yeah.
clip. You know what I mean?
It's
To be a
also
part of it.
background noise, right? Like how we
Yeah.
used to have MTV on all day.
Dude,
It
I was never
so
a stream watcher. I never understood it. And I've been glued to the subathon, bro. I've been gaining weight, getting fat, off gooning, and watching these kids. And sometimes in a reverse order. Like
Gooning, just watching.
gooning is like the most degenerate way you can watch.
Yeah, what is that?
25 tabs open, blackout curtains, haven't slept in 3 days, laying on your back, laptop on your tummy, and just cranking. edging,
That brought back
edging,
memories for me, bro.
edging, getting there and
Stop
like
that shit.
stopping yourself. And then you keep going.
You're still free?
Nah, yeah, I'm so free. I used to goon though. Apparently,
I don't know.
Big gooner.
Is that like not cleaning
That's all the
up?
testosterone.
Put the blanket over?
Gooning's a negative, I thought.
I mean, yeah, it kind of is.
25
For a guy like you, maybe not. I don't know.
It's a basis for you, bro.
Yeah, that's so that you're
The
day to
norm.
day.
Yo, so we did a pod. We
Never
did a
had
pod.
25 tabs open ever.
Me and you, Banks, we did a pod on mine like time ago, and you were talking about how you were like, watch what's gonna happen. Is this more or less than what you thought was gonna happen?
100 times more. These kids have exceeded every how could they have not? It's like it's insane. Like what you said, like Jason, like are they at a disadvantage if they're a smaller streamer? How does a smaller streamer break in? We recruited Jason into the team. He had 3,000 subs on Twitch. To put that into perspective, FaZe Adapt, who hasn't picked up a camera or been in content for years,
Yeah.
started streaming basically this subathon. He has 30,000 subs.
Wow.
$5 a sub. FaZe Adapt. Jason just flipped Cenat and Jinxie has over 100K. This kid just became the biggest streamer on earth in the last 30 days.
So he's past Cenat.
He just flipped him yesterday.
Why did he
Just
go
number
so
of
hard, do you think?
subs.
This is going to go over your guys' head. I'm speaking a different language right now. But Jason has the W&L community, FaZe community on lock because he's with us. But he's also hyper tapped into that Poggers community like Cutie Cinderella, Valkyrie, Pokimane. He's doing collabs with them, Ludwig. That side of Twitch and streaming love him and have fully like embraced him and adopted him into their shit. So you got that entire community who's hyper engaged. Like that's like the OG Twitch community. You know what I mean? Like these guys have been
Like more of a
on
gaming
this
side?
like more of like I don't know, like
Liberals.
a little bit more nerdy, like
Ah.
you know what I mean? It's just like the OG Twitch shit. Like these
Yeah.
guys are veterans and like laid the foundation of Twitch, like have been here forever. And also the crazy rich Asian vibe. Like he's doing all these boba tea reviews and going on sushi dates with like ABGs and shit and like reacting to like K-pop and shit. You know what I mean? Like J-pop, whatever the So he's tapped into these 3 super hyper. He got 40,000 subs in the last 2 days alone. He's
That's
going
crazy.
right now, this moment, he's going batshit crazy. Bro, flipping Kai and Jinxie, like,
So is he?
that's
It's
ridiculous.
insane.
Is a guy like that? Is he doing? Who's helping him with his creative, or does he just do what he believes?
Me and Ray and the other boys, like, we're back bare bones. This is the team. The team is what you see on camera, bro. It's the production. It's the 5 or 6 production guys behind the cameras. And then it's me, Ray, and them. And
And
that's
every
it.
sub is $5 a month.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane. They collectively brought in like 360. Go grab them. They ended not too long ago. Go grab them. Let's just should we just bring them on?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about
So what's the biggest accomplishment, just so we know, out of the whole subathon?
Jason hitting 100K
But all the other
subs.
guys still went
Dude.
crazy.
Black Boy Max is at 70K. What are you at, Ron? 65,000. Like collectively, they've brought in 360.
Well, no, you said 35 million views watched too or something.
35 million hours.
Bottles
watched.
on FaZe tonight, eh?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Cracking. Except I'm broke. They're all rich, but I'm broke because we don't take any. You know,
Yeah,
my,
so I was
you know
gonna
my,
ask you. Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna talk about that.
We'll talk.
CryptoPunks,
There's so
bro.
much business to talk.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll do the business after.
Yeah.
I want you guys need to meet. You guys specifically, you two, because you're low key a fake ass, half ass Nelk boy. You guys need to meet
What's
them.
up with the shade, dude?
It's just true.
Oh, you're
It's like 2.5
you
men.
just gassed up all the you just gassed up all the new
was
guys, and then
good.
now you're gonna
That
throw
was
shade.
good.
I'm obsessed with you. I love you. You know.
No, I don't do that fake shit. I
That
already
was
told-
good.
I
Two
don't
and
do
a half
no
men
fake
is
shit.
Oh,
crazy.
All jokes aside, Steiny is one of the only people that has any sort of presence or does content on the internet that I hang out with outside of the internet,
Yeah.
and that's a fact.
Yeah,
That's real. That's
yeah,
love.
yeah.
Nice guy.
Fake.
He does whip-
Steiny became a star pretty quick though.
Steiny's a superstar. Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He loves that. Let's go. The chest kind of big. What the?
Have you ever thought of that? Doing like full send, get a house, get streamers,
With
like,
younger
build
kids.
new characters, like not.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
wanna
ask
do it?
Banks how he
Anytime you want to tap in,
how he chose them, but
we'll do it after.
yeah, it's also Nelk's so precious at the same
course,
time.
of
So
course.
it's like I don't
That's
know.
why I had to gut it.
I would do it if I saw kids
course.
that, and I'm not throwing shade. I know there's a lot of young kids on the come up, but I haven't seen. I feel like what we did
Of course,
is like
bro.
once in a decade type
Of course.
shit.
Well,
And it's like-
funny enough, we did it with New York, and 12 years later, we're doing it again.
It's
So
possible.
It is rare.
I think it's a good idea.
Wait, real
but
quick before you bring him on, just because I'm curious and people probably want to know, how did you assemble this group, or how did you?
So we already had Ron.
Yeah.
We picked up Ron. We bought it on Ronaldo very low. He was at his lowest. He had like 200 subs, but he was very FaZe. Like, I love this kid, Fortnite pro, really just FaZe. The kid was FaZe. And then Rage, Yourage Gaming, one of the biggest streamers of all time, one of the most legendary names in streaming, very established at the time. I personally didn't want to recruit him when we did because FaZe was in shambles. I'm like, we recruit this kid now, he's going to hate it. Yeah, bring him in. It.
Ron, you sit right here. Bro.
I gotta get this. Hold on. Ron, sit right
The
here.
boys, the clip.
I
Jason.
gotta put this on real quick.
Lacey.
Let's
go. Hell yeah.
See you guys.
we might have set the record for most boys on the pod right now too.
This
Yeah,
is
it is.
insane. So, yo, these boys, like I just said, just streamed for 30 days straight, 24/7, all 6 of them. Let's all give it a round of applause for the boys.
Let's go.
We're in the house.
Let's go.
We're in the house that we did it. I'm so beyond proud of you guys. I've said it 25,000 times. But I just needed you guys to meet these two guys specifically. You don't have to pay attention to this guy as much. But Jesse and Kyle over there, why don't you guys tell these guys how we all met? Us three.
I mean, I think it was when, it was at the peak of the Clout House era. And I think me and Jesse were on a road trip with 905. I think we were back from Boston. But this is when Banks was like, your vlog was going crazy. It was like Jake Paul versus Banks. It was like the height of that Clout House era. I think we were on the way back from like a Boston road trip. And you just tweeted at us. You were shouting us out in your vlogs. And we would see it and be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, Banks is shouting us out.
It's amazing.
And then you just tweeted at us and you're like, yo, you guys ready to move in? And we're like, what the f-?
It's amazing.
Like,
So
we were
was
still living
Adapt
in
too?
Canada at the time too, right?
Adapt was showing love.
Oh yeah,
I remember
Adapt was one of the first people
Yep.
to. Oh no, I've totally forgot. I've told this story before, but I remember meeting
Adapt actually put me on to
I
you
remember
guys.
meeting Adapt.
That's
at
a fact.
Adapt put. I met
what's
Adapt.
up?
I don't think I
VidCon.
ever said that publicly, but
Yeah.
you, to give you the flowers for the Nelk guys, you put me onto these guys.
We met
you guys were
Adapt-
getting, I think, 200,000 views a video, some
It
shit.
was at VidCon too.
Your video's mad long ago. It's calling in sick to work, and then I made one, and I
That's crazy.
I
The
made-
calling is
you guys made calling in sick to work places I don't work at, and then I made one and didn't link your video in the description, and y'all got mad. Yeah, y'all,
fans did.
No, you did.
Oh, we chirped
you.
you?
You commented on it, and then I like switched it, and then like a year later, I told you to pull up to Newport. When you guys pulled up to Newport, I forget what video we did when y'all were out there.
I don't even remember.
And then after that, you guys went and moved in with Ricky. in the
Insane.
Clout House. And we were all roommates. We were all roommates for like.
we had the 3 crib. That was an insane era.
Wait, I lived in that crib too.
Yeah, you did.
7 years ago.
Yes, bro.
7?
Time flies,
Yes,
bro.
bro.
2017. Yeah.
Jason was
That's
dead ass
crazy.
12 years old.
Oh no. 2019. I'm sure.
actually was.
He was 12 years old when that was happening.
God damn.
How insane is
Jason
that?
was shooting blanks still.
Oh yeah.
I was shooting blanks. I didn't even know what off was.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane. I vividly remember standing in line to get food with you guys somewhere, and you guys in the background. I hear you guys talking about this manager who's trying to locked down the trademark for Full
No, the
Send.
merchandise shit.
Yeah, and he
was
wanted
so
he wanted to own like 50% of the trademark, or I heard you guys say some crazy number, and I flipped a 180. Told you guys to mute the phone, and I get off the phone, and we talked, and I told you guys gotta get rid of this guy. He's a psycho.
But no, yeah, we wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for you, like Adapt
you
and
guys.
all of FaZe too. Like you guys brought us in and made us family in that house and shit, and like there's no way we would be where we are without you boys. So
It's insane.
never gonna.
I love
forget
you guys,
that,
and
yeah.
you guys deserve it, bro. Every second, what I saw in you guys is the same thing I see in all these kids, and it's that X factor, bro. Like that, this person has what it takes. You guys are on your own shit, on your own time, unapologetic. You're not flipping for anybody for nothing. I bring this up in meetings all the time. How the merch numbers you guys were doing in that crib.
Insane.
When you guys went from not making money to getting $9 YouTube checks when you're getting millions of views a video to making 8-figure merch drops, it's like actually insane. But what it was is you guys, your fans knew that you guys were struggling, but you guys didn't switch up. You didn't change the content. And you said, yo, this is where we need you guys. We need you guys to step up and show love to the boys and show support.
Yeah.
And they came through crazy. Like,
It's like the best marketing, just the story. the
just to
real
be
story.
you, dude.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to be you.
Worked.
It's crazy.
I didn't make any money off your
Yo,
video.
so
Nah.
from some of the guys in here, right? Some of the guys who are current, right? What do you think is the most important thing, like, to actually really connect with your audience now on the live streaming? Like, what do you focus on?
By being like authentic, I would say like authentic, keeping it real, because like I don't know, it's just gotta be authentic, make the viewers relate to you. It's like YouTube content, you know, you want what the people, like what you would want if you were the viewer, like whatever content you watch, you want to replicate that in a sense, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, what do you think, Silky?
Come up here. Come here.
Yeah.
See, that's me
Yo,
farming.
sit on his lap.
That's me. I farmed a clip. That's me farming a clip.
So basically, me
Hey.
personally, I feel like you just have to just grind and stay consistent. Cause I've been like in both boats to where I was like inconsistent and consistent, and now I'm in like in a whole different boat where I'm actually consistent because I watch these guys like grind, and I watch them like go like just stupid. And I was like, damn, like I used to like do that like back then, and I got inconsistent at a point in time, and it just like everything slowed down for me, and it was like, damn, like how do I get back? And then just watching my brothers go up, and I'm like, they want me on board. We're going up together. Everybody's going up together. It's like
It's inspiring.
it's inspiring. It's like
Amazing.
when you watch other people, it could be people younger than you, people older than you. You're watching people inspiring, and you just can inspire people together.
And you're so on the money too. You're the only thing stopping you from being the biggest and where you're at is being consistent. That's
Yeah.
it. That's you. That's your battle that you have with yourself.
Facts.
Everybody's different. Same shit on YouTube. You got to be consistent. That was always my downfall on YouTube. In and out, sporadic, whatever. Jason, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to piggyback off what Ron said. Authenticity, being genuine with your viewers. Like if you promise one thing, I mean I've scammed a couple times, but like for the most part, you promise one thing, say, oh 20 subs I'm gonna do this, or 20K subs I'm gonna do this. You do it, you know your people is gonna keep supporting you until you reach insane heights.
That's the thing. It's like it's all live stream, so it's not cut up. So it's like being when we say be authentic, it's like if you even like say anything that's like not morally wrong, like be yourself, but
Just
like,
weird.
it'll get clipped, it'll get posted everywhere, and then it's just like it changes a lot of people's perspective on you. There's probably times where even like stupid shit like this, like when I took your hat, like I'm not an asshole, right?
not at all.
But like the clip made it seem like
Dude,
I'm
I was gonna say, didn't you
that was
slap
jokes
him?
though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but like even shit like that.
You guys are good?
My dog, though. It's my dog.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I know
Ron's the
Ron's,
goat.
Ron's like eyeing your hat right now.
yeah. He already grabbed the shit.
No, but like they'll see a clip and then it could change like a whole perspective on how people view you forever. So it's like being authentic on stream where it's always live and you can't cut it up is like it's a big thing.
One thing from my perspective on the other side of the screen, back to piggyback off what he just said, I think it keeps you guys honest too. Like this 30 days, bro, being Kyle, Jesse, Steiny's not really a YouTuber, but you guys being live on a camera for 30 straight days, 24/7, like I'm blowing my brains out.
Yeah.
Like that is insane. And
But when we first
obviously,
came to LA, we would have did it. You know what I mean, Kyle?
I was at.
If we
I
first
went.
came to LA and that was the thing, we would have grinded it too. You know what I
100%,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I get it. Y'all
Makes
drove
sense.
across the country in your car filming videos in each state. Like,
Yeah.
by yourself, not making no money off of your videos.
That's the grind. What do you guys think's what makes this group so special, and like why has it worked?
I think what makes it so special is how different we all are while still being like how similar we are, if that makes sense. So like we all come from like different backgrounds. We all are different people, but it just works. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't even have conversations, but what he just said is 10 out of 10. And in different words, I say the exact same thing. What makes FaZe special and what FaZe is and has always been. Original FaZe, the first era of FaZe, we weren't even on camera. We just trick shotted on Call of Duty clips. My best friend in the world was a little Muslim kid named FaZe Apex, who was 5 years younger than me. He's in an arranged marriage now. He's like super to the faith. Best guy I've ever met in my life. Doesn't swear, doesn't curse. Me and him were best friends. If we walked past each other in the street, we would have nothing to talk about. We relate in no way, but he was my best friend. And what connected us, it was the common denominator, which was trick shotting. The second era of it, me, Adapt, Rain, Tommy, Blaziken, Sensei, Tico. Who am I missing?
Cheo.
Tommy, Cheo. What made us all, Nikon. What made us all, our common denominator was being homies and coming from that gaming sector, being fans of the game. All of us from different walks of life. This same shit. You guys are all streamers. You guys live for this shit. You guys are super passionate about it. But at the same time, you guys are from all different walks of life, all shapes and sizes. And it's special, bro. Like,
Are you picking like the characters almost like say you're doing Jersey Shore the show, and they're like you want each part of the Italians that make a funny show?
I mean, you definitely account for like a lot went into this, a lot of time, effort. I said this on the award show yesterday, but like every person we asked, Ron's not new. Ron's been on the team for 2 years, more than 2 years, and Rage has been on the team for over a year. But these guys, Jason, Silky, Lacey, Max, these were the 4 new recruits. We didn't ask anyone besides them, and they all said yes. We didn't need to convince them of anything. Ron's the clip and OG. Alex is the OG. Alex used to be the dumb little brother. Am I yapping?
No.
Okay.
That's the point.
Alex used to
I mean,
be.
you're yapping a little bit, but
Alex-
do your thing, bro. I'm being honest.
Yeah. Well, you told him earlier.
You
You
gotta smack the shit out of this guy.
That's my boy.
No, keep going.
That's my boy.
Keep yapping.
Alex used to be the dumb little brother who like was learning how to do life based on what we taught him. Like I taught this kid how to literally do laundry, how to cook an egg, how to brush his teeth, like dead ass.
You
Like
used to piss
Alex,
bank
tell them.
stuff?
How
That
to
shit
brush
was
my
so
teeth?
funny.
No, I mean, when I moved into the FaZe house, originally I was 17.
I met you when you were 13, though.
I met Ricky when I was a freshman in high school when I was 13 on the game. We just both like trick shotting. We like making montages. We were in a team called Soar. Shout out to Soar Sniping. And he joined FaZe, recruited me to FaZe. We got the idea for the FaZe house after, sitting on Skype calls, trick shotting on the game till like 4 a.m. every night. We're like, let's just get a crib. And I'm sure y'all know the story from there. But when I first moved into the house at 17, I had just graduated high school. I didn't know shit about life. All I knew how to do was trick shot. And
there's no gaming houses at this point. Like you guys kind of started that.
It really.
It was definitely FaZe. FaZe was one of the first ones. There was like Optic kind of was doing it, but it was more like a pro. Like they were playing pro Call of Duty. It wasn't they weren't vlogging and shit. Yeah.
We did content. Like we were vlogging. We were doing all sorts of different shit.
Rage, get in here. Get on camera. Me and Rage are low key the same human being. It sounds insane. Rage, please.
Sounds
yes or
insane
no?
for sure.
Vouch or no?
Like the mentality,
Bro, on some weird shit. Wait, why'd you say it like that? Yeah. I mean the mentality. Yeah, I guess. What the? No, we do. We really do. This is the GOAT. We built this whole squad around these two. So it was about, back to your point, stitching characters that could work with them as the core, right? And their vision. And obviously getting their, like, we're excited about this is the only way that it could have worked. And then finally, Max. Max, if you've been following Max, this always had superstar potential. His community is one of the most potent, well-recognized things on the internet. 5-star. I got a star tattooed on my face for this. This owns the whole React world and the music world, the underground hip hop scene. I got like Cardi and Yeet and the biggest names in music talking to me about Black Boy Max. They all know who this is. They got all eyes on him. We talk in the background about content IP like On the Radar and Double XL Freshman Freestyle, and like what DJ Khaled's done in music and how DJ Academics helps distribute music. And Max has more potential than all these combined, in my opinion. What?
No, he didn't mean you guys. I think he meant the
I can't
other.
cook for a second. Oh,
I think he meant the other like music people, right? I don't know. He wasn't talking about.
I'm talking about academics and shit.
Yeah. You guys.
What the? I'm talking about Khaled and shit. Chill.
That did sound crazy. That did sound crazy though.
Oh hell no.
That did sound crazy.
Nah, but to that point, y'all are really a team, and we got to see this shit in real time, and it's like anytime I've watched these guys catch themselves, because it's not easy, bro. They've like blown up to a whole new level overnight, and they're all really young, and their bank accounts look a lot different, and their follower accounts look a lot different.
What's up with this guy?
What? Am I?
You pocket watching?
I haven't slept in like 3 days.
No, it was like 4 days ago.
Did you guys have to do a test, like kind of all see if the chemistry worked and shit? Or you just ran it?
Now there was kind of 2 sides to it. So it was
The
you.
black and the white side.
Oh shit! It's like that.
Yo, cook.
It's like a race war.
It was.
And then 1, 2.
I'm not gonna lie though. Before all got locked in, I made sure I did some shit.
Yeah,
with
of
my
course,
stream
of course,
a
of
little
course,
bit.
of course.
Wait.
Bro, there's a clip of you talking about Jason's next up.
2 years ago.
That's some me shit though. Like me and you are the same.
I
Say, yo, you're.
Yeah.
I love that. I'll be talking about that for the next 10 years of my life.
So wait.
I
To that,
said it. I called it.
to that, how do you know? So you guys both are good at that. Historically,
Yes,
you're great
yes,
at that.
yes.
I've known that. How do you know when someone has it?
There's not like just
You guys should
one,
listen,
like, specific
listen.
Thing. Like when you're just talking to a dude and you're watching his content, you seeing him on stream, and you see like the passion and how natural. It's really about how natural it comes to someone. You feel me? You can tell when someone's not forcing it, they're not thinking too hard. They're just naturally entertaining, and they know what to do. They know what's entertaining for other people. And as soon as I did streams with this and everybody else, I'm like, yeah, they got it. These dudes got it.
It's how you play off certain shit. It's how you could just tell when somebody knows. Like even when I did my first sit down with you and Lacey, I'd never been on a stream before that in my life, and I sat down. You're like, oh, he's good at this. You know, I'm clip farming without even knowing what that means. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just one of those things. Like you either got it or you don't have it, and every single one of you guys individually has superstar potential, 100%. And
Who's
that was
least
the
favorite?
baseline, huh?
Least favorite.
Steiny of the group.
Least favorite.
Yeah, who's just
Well,
that's.
I mean, why am I catching shade from you, bro?
He said, "Who's the Stein?"
Like they're all dope, but like who's not pulling the weight as much as the other
These
one?
guys sitting here right now. It's like not even.
Just one. Say a name. F- it.
He wants
It's
to
not.
say
It's
his
not.
name.
It's not a cop out. I'd probably say myself, to be honest.
Don't.
That's
I
a huge
swear.
cop out.
I feel like you want to say Silky.
Banks. I'm clip farming.
No. Silky is quickly climbing the charts. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. I would never say you.
Where do you see you taking it, Banks? Like 2-3 years from now.
This is FaZe now. So as much as FaZe is mine, FaZe is all these guys, and it's on the fly. Like we really don't get a chance to talk about business or the future or any of that. We kind of been on go content mode since we kicked off. We actually just talked about going on like a little 3-day retreat, no phones, no screens.
Need that.
Go in the woods and just whiteboard, a chef, maybe a couple hoes, and just lock in. What's the future look like? What's business look like? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. That's what I feel like I have and Alex has to offer these.
Yeah.
And like what I could offer you guys, like the role that I played in your guys' the earliest stages of you guys. Now for these guys, it's on steroids. Like I've been left, right, center. I've been here and here 2,500 times. I know exactly what works, what doesn't. What?
No, you just
Sus, zesty.
You gotta pause that though. Like,
Come here, Rich. Yes. B Diddy.
No, so well, you can finish your point.
I
but-
don't know what I was saying.
No, so
I'm fried.
on that point though, business wise, right? Because obviously FaZe went to a point massive, and then it had the downfall. How do you avoid that now with the group moving forward?
So just like life, it's ups and downs. It's always going to be ups and downs. Like there's going to be times where all of you individually want to quit, and maybe you have to. Maybe you have to step away for a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year. But that's also the beauty of what FaZe is. That's why I'm sitting here right now, and anyone gives a fuck about what I'm talking about. That's why I never gave up on this FaZe shit. Because at the end of the day, this web that we've created, this community, will always keep our names and our presence on the internet somewhat relevant. When we hit the reset button and kicked everybody out, the whole internet turned their head and looked over at it and had something to say about it. And on that note, it wasn't anything nice. People call me, said that FaZe was over, fell off, irrelevant. Who the is Max? Who the is Jason? Lacey's fat as who the is Silky?
They did say all that.
They said
All that shit. Ugly little dude.
Crazy.
Ugly little dude. This ugly little dude. Ugly little dude.
Big dude.
A big dude. Ugly little dude. And yeah, in 6 short months, everyone's mic's on mute and it's up. Like, it's undeniable, bro. Like, these kids are the biggest thing in streaming by far, producing the best content. And yeah, I don't know. It just works. It's one of those things. It works. How to prevent it? It's just on the fly. When the board's asking us, me and Ray, what's the 2-month content plan, 6-month? What's our content calendar look like for the year? It's like, are you guys? This is day to day, homie. We're hitting reset. We don't know what's next. Who knows? And they look at you like, so we're gonna commit to a $500,000 house and this and that. We don't know what tomorrow. That's not how it works, bro. Because this kid could, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just, it's in flow. It's real. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this is what FaZe always was. And it's
So you're
just
fully focused on just building the engine, like getting them
100%.
just content.
100%.
Yeah.
Putting these kids on game to everything that me, Alex, Rugrat did the wrong way, and you know, watering the shit that we did the right way and watching it grow. Anywhere we can fit in and help. Yeah.
So for the boys, what was the hardest part of the subathon? Any point that was like really bad?
The chat was the hardest part for me because you got to understand 30 days straight of being like made fun of, harassed, told you're an idiot, you're a fat loser, trying to they purposely.
That's not even the chat. That's us. That's like,
no, bro. They purposely try to get me mad on purpose.
No, he does that.
They do.
He does that. I seen him do it in real life.
So annoying after 30 days straight.
You be getting
A real big dude.
You be getting rage baited too easy, Lacey.
No, your calm is on your ass.
Lacey.
Always.
But it's because you showed them.
I know.
Lacey, you be tweeting.
But you know what though? You play into it though.
Yeah, you feed
You
into
farm the engagement, but then it goes a little too far. It's crazy, bro. The delicate process of how these guys interact with their communities, it's fucking insane. You'll see comms, you'll see 5-star and NMS. These fools, we hate these fools. Max, Jason, and the next day it's cool. They got to pick a new target.
Jax.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, next day it's Jax. It's crazy, bro.
So Lacey, though, keep it real. Did you take Ozempic?
No,
We just got to know. We got to clear the air.
You'll never beat the
Go ahead.
Flames.
No, actually, that is a random lie that Ron just made up on stream one day as a troll, and for some reason it got like 6 million views on TikTok, and now every
get his
single
trophy.
comment section is, "Oh, he takes Ozempic."
Yeah.
I mean, he
well, to
clearly
be fair,
didn't.
I just want to say I've seen you at the gym the most. Not that they don't go, but I know you're serious about it. So, like, speaking to like what's actually happening, I see you doing it.
You saw him ripping ass in zoo culture?
No, not ripping ass. I just see him like really.
He was farting.
No, bro, this fool is.
He's shit in your gym.
Bro, he's putting the mic to his ass, ripping ass.
I didn't see that. I just saw you pushing
Bro,
the
he's
sled. I was
walking
like,
next
good
to
work.
girls, crop dusting girls alive. Like, you're a psycho.
He was going to your gym just to take a shit.
Yeah. Oh nah.
Literally.
Nah, he was in there doing the sled, bro.
I took a couple shits in there too.
I
Okay.
took shit the first day I came there.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Zoo's a good place to shit.
Yeah, it's a good
The
shitting
light in
place.
that bathroom be turn it off when I shit. Like
I know.
the motion detection.
Yeah, the motion sensor. The motion
Why is
sensor.
Jason shit like this? Like a
You gotta go like
statue.
this.
Jason's.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Hey, you won this last night. Stop your bitching. He won the Golden Boy Award, the biggest award, and because of the pure fact that he is the butt of a lot of jokes from the guys, from the comms and shit. He doesn't let it affect him, even though maybe it does a little bit. Sometimes you're a human, but Lacey doesn't complain. He's honestly the glue that holds the shit together. Anytime someone's down, he'll come in, cheer you up. Dude, look at our life. It's a dream come true. This kid started out as a donator in Clix's chat.
Yeah.
So a professional Fortnite player,
A professional dick rider.
text to speech,
Nice.
perfectly timed jokes, and the chat fell in love with him. He became a character in the Clix universe.
Really, I didn't know that.
Never
That's
doxed
chill.
himself, never came on stream, and then he did one day. Yeah, you guys should go watch his interviews and you guys should honestly deserves a whole own podcast. You guys and some of these guys, it's
100%.
insane. We could do a whole show just with you guys, but we should probably wrap it up maybe.
At the gym, right? Yeah, anytime. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
You're very impressive.
Am I?
I'm not gonna lie, you are.
Why?
What's good tonight? Are we firing or no?
Let's run it. I'm down. Rip. I haven't slept in 2 days actually.
I've been watching some of the subathon clips, obviously, and you have guys that are getting 100,000 subs, some getting maybe 30, but there's no ego involved, and everyone's super supportive. So how did that?
I don't want to
happen?
be that guy, but not yet.
Not yet.
But
I like
that's why Banks I think is going to be obviously so important. Is because
QB.
How are you
you
controlling
do
that?
yeah you need that, you need the Godfather to kind of keep everyone in check.
Again, I have.
But that in itself is obviously going to be a task in
I have
itself.
every right, and I have the most. I have all the rest. These kids respect me on a level I didn't think was possible. It made signing them super easy. It makes putting them on game and giving them advice super easy because when I talk, they really listen. Because what makes me a very unique human being on this planet for them specifically, that's you can't really find anywhere else, is I am you, but in the future. You know what I'm saying? I am you without a me. And I remember thinking so much through the last decade, like, dude, I just wish I had someone to ask.
Yeah.
Is this right? Does this make sense? Yes or no? And another thing I wish I did more was trust my gut, but that's a whole nother.
Someone who's been there and done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Learned all the lessons.
And it's like, I have nothing, just like with you guys, bro. And I love the clip. Obviously, I bring you guys up a lot. You know what I mean? Like when it's time to sell, like the vision and shit, I'm like, yo, for what it's worth, look at my track record, bro. Tfue, Nelk, you guys are always Adin Ross. These are always the examples I bring up. And you guys have made me look like a genius. Tfue, Adin, shit like that makes me, you know what I mean? It makes it a lot easier.
To me, it was always obvious because I was always around that if you weren't the one behind the steering wheel, that it was going to kind of tip
who
off.
said that to me too? Not to continue, because I know this is a Banks Glaze sesh right now.
You
Which,
gotta
by the way, I
have mentor
appreciate it.
everybody.
I appreciate this a lot because, and I hope you guys know this and would vouch for this. I do not move for money. I do not move for followers, clout. As a matter of fact, these two things most of the time make me feel very uncomfortable. What I appreciate more than anything is just the flowers and being appreciated by my peers.
That's
and my
what you
friends,
get out of it. Yeah.
and putting people on game and helping people. If I can help somebody make $1 million, it doesn't matter if I have $10 in my bank account. Like I'm like, that feeds me. It feeds my soul. And
I mean, Banks could have probably got a percentage or something like for what he did for us, like at the time, like when he put us on, like, but he didn't. And
That's something to maybe revisit, huh?
No, it wasn't even a question, man.
Let's not talk about percentages with you. So.
I gave up on that conversation a long time ago.
No, at the
What's
time,
going on
to
there?
be honest with you guys, listen, to be honest with you, but this is the thing. Adin's like, I want to join FaZe, and FaZe was in such a bad point that I literally told him, no, I won't allow that. I'll let you rock a FaZe chain. You can sit in a FaZe chair. You can show love. You're not joining this. This is a.
But that was a real convo you guys had. I thought that was just like, yeah, like
yeah.
Oh,
100%.
Wait, bro. So
we had that. I lived with Adin. We had that conversation many times.
But like recently, or this was time ago.
No, this was a while
Oh,
ago.
okay.
Now we have it, and it's under different context, business shit. Like how can we make plays together?
Got
What do you think made
But
you?
with you guys, I would preach in these meetings with the FaZe CEO and like, yo guys, my house, come to my house, put money into my house, my vision. What I'm doing right now is we own the internet. Like if we can't offer you guys something, if we can't add, like there's no issue with splitting up money and everybody getting paid, everybody eating, as long as everybody's putting in the work and the effort. Nobody's ever mad at that. If I think I can get 20% increase in value from somebody at the cost of 10%, that's what business is at the end of the day, right? And these guys just didn't see the vision. They didn't trust, me. And to be fair, I'm a much different person now than I was then. I'm sober, almost 2 years. I'm fully off nicotine. All my bad habits, I'm trying to curb them all and take, image. We talked a lot about this on our show.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's just not yet. I mean, what they said about it being live, like if somebody senses somebody's jealous of somebody else, which definitely happened during the thing, the comms explode about it. You get called out on it. It gets clipped. It gets put under a magnifying glass. And it's like, dude, don't be a hater. Don't be a weirdo. And it keeps these kids honest. That's another thing about the stream shit.
That's interesting because you're getting real-time feedback as opposed to YouTube where we're like kind of doing it every week or
your guys'
less than
life.
every week.
I'm sure when you guys were going through your shit, I'm sure there were times where you guys were on camera together and you didn't necessarily want to be. And that's normal. You guys are brothers and you guys came up together and that's life. Same with me and Rice. Same with me and Alyssa. You know what I mean? But what we always had the luxury of, dude, if me and Alyssa's relationship was live streamed, homie, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
You might be more of a beauty, honestly.
Yo, that's actually a great idea. Imagine you get like kind of a degenerate type couple, and like if Bob had a live stream of him and his girl at all times.
You know what I did? You're like a little puppet, like a
dude. You have a
sit on my
fingernail
lap.
painted.
Wait,
and you have
we should clip.
Go get your
fingernail
Chrome Hearts.
painted. I before this podcast took a 5'10".
Where's your Chrome Hearts butt
inches
plug,
taller
bro.
than you, smoke show.
And got your
blonde.
fingernails painted with her.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
And that's why I do
Bro,
what I do,
accept
and that's why
everybody, my
you do what
boy.
you do.
What do I do? Wake up in a house
Pipe
nails
slam
and-
pigs.
Yeah, it's true. We're whatever. We're ski bros. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. No, I love you.
Okay, well, I gotta go back to
Yeah,
what I
I'm
was
sorry.
gonna say.
I'm really sorry.
I was gonna ask what do you think made you take your foot off the gas, kind of like back in the day? Was it like the personal shit, or is it just like
I can't again move specifically just for money, or I could give a fuck about a follower, right? Love the supporters. You guys know what I mean when I say that. If I'm not having fun, right now I'm obsessed with this, so I'm gonna learn everything about it. I'm gonna be glued to it, nonstop, 24/7. I am hell bent on being the best at it. If I'm in anything, whether it's partying, girls, trick shotting, if I'm involved in something, if I don't think I have the ability to be the best at it, if I'm not 100% in, I'm out. And I live like that in every aspect of my life, whether, again, it's drinking and being a bad kid or, the productive stuff too. It's my biggest strength, but also my biggest downfall. And to answer your question, if I'm not in it, I'll disappear into a cave, not post on social media for a year and just hate it and just like wait for an opportunity to fall in love with something again.
Do you think you like underestimated how big of a role and how important your role was when you were like bringing in other partners? Like, did you think
definitely
that like, oh, I could trust these guys and I could step
definitely.
back?
I still to this day have crazy imposter syndrome where I wake up and I'm like, do I know what I'm talking about? Like, did I get lucky in this? Like, this could all go away tomorrow. Like, it could be done, whatever. And back then, you're a kid who knows nothing. And again, you have nobody in front of you to ask, to reference. So you're learning shit in real time. And then you have a bunch of scumbag, like the guy who you guys were dealing with, managers who are 27, 28 years old who are whispering sweet nothings to you.
Well, there was another guy in the Clout House too, right? That
who?
From Europe or some shit too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We can't say his name.
No, yeah.
But yeah, that guy stole all my shares. Like I only got my shares in FaZe reinstated right before we went public.
That guy, yeah. I do
Dude,
remember that.
the fact that you guys met that guy is
He was
nuts.
coming for 50% of our shit too.
No shit. Oh, on the low?
I mean, right?
Yeah.
That's
I
insane.
remember that now, yeah.
I didn't even know that
do we
until
know
right
this
now.
guy?
No.
No, nobody does. He's lucky nobody does.
Wait,
but
I want to ask you something.
that's crazy.
Going through the old phase and then assembling a new phase, what was the biggest takeaway, or like you knew you couldn't when assembling this new squad? You learned from the old phase.
Bend on?
Huh?
Like knew what I could, what non-starter, like what I need to do.
Yeah, what changed and we were like, yo, this can't happen again, or this has to happen.
Staying true to it and staying authentic to it and not listening to anybody else but us. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to clear house. We need to fully reset, wipe the slate clean. And I'm done being told no. Like, with all due respect, I'm going to trust myself and this vision, and we're going all in on it. And if you don't f with this vision, if you're not in line with this, respectfully, see you at the top. Like, and it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Our team went from 120 people burning $6 million a month to now it's 10 members that are like kind of front facing and 10 people on the back. And by the end of the year, we're going to be cash positive. So
yeah.
It's like, it's just me and these boys. And another thing too, it doesn't work unless these guys have a stake in the bigger vision, the bigger pie. These guys have to own FaZe. These guys have to be FaZe. The sidemen are the sidemen. AMP is AMP. You guys are this because it's yours. You know what I mean? It's inauthentic. It makes no sense. Let's pay you guys $100,000 a year to pretend to with this brand. That's what FaZe's model was for a very long time.
It just seemed like no one was driving. When I was going to the FaZe warehouse there, and like I was like writing shows and stuff with some guys, but it seemed like no one was like guiding the ship.
Yeah,
like everyone was like
25 cooks in the kitchen, and when we sit down and talk about what to do,
well, when money comes in, money does kill everything. Bro.
Everything. Money
in terms
is the worst.
in terms of content,
that's
like,
going to be the big conversation
money kills everything.
Yeah, everything.
Well, these kids, how much are they making now? I mean, we could talk about it. This month alone.
Yeah, so combined total, I don't want to talk about individuals, but combined total, they brought in like 12 million.
That's absurd,
bro.
Yeah.
In a month?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Have they gotten paid yet?
I actually don't know how it works.
I mean, that's from Twitch.
We'll see the driveway when those checks come through.
But that's the thing. I think that these guys pretend they're broke. Like that. I think that's the meta. I think that's the. Adin Ross, love you to death. That kid is my brother, and I'm so happy for him. That kid is a beautiful use case for what, an incredible story looks like. Rags to riches, doing it all on your own, paving the way. But, you know, he caught that fat steak bag, $50 million, and his content changed a lot, and it's going to change a lot. You give a kid that young.
But he's still hot, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Aiden's the biggest thing.
It's hard to
be
relatable.
Aiden created a whole thing, but like Aiden, in my opinion, has more potential than anyone. I think Aiden could be doing speed type numbers, could be doing, you know, Kai type productions and streams. And yeah, it's how did you $50 million is like a retiring, like I can call it, now I get to really do what I want type number. And when you're that young and stuff and don't have the perspective.
It's just different too. One thing I learned too is like when we always talk about like the merch numbers and stuff like that too, I think when you're like in that zone, you're not even like really realizing like what's going on. Like now that I look back on it, I'm like, we didn't really even know what was going on. Like we did, and we were so strategic, but at the same time, we also didn't know.
You're learning. It's not normal, dude.
The magic of when you're not making money.
Yeah.
Is just like
because you're hungry.
It's like if you look back to like our Europe trips or something, it's just like it's different too. Because it's also like,
bro, you have to eat.
There's like you get an Airbnb and like people are sleeping on the couch and shit, and like you're sharing a bed, and it's like
there's a different.
Then when you get money, it's like. I'm not even taking a shot at you, but like everyone wants first class, or like everyone needs their own room. Like, that's not a shot at Steiny. That's a shot at like myself even.
Yeah, you're grinding and doing everything at that moment when you don't have the money or you don't know if it's gonna work. I think that's the big thing. You don't know 100%. If it's gonna work. Like,
100%.
Yeah, wait. So
it's not for sure yet.
Talking about that,
I clip farmed, by the way. They didn't make like $12 million. They made like a couple million.
Yeah, we knew that. Yeah. Going off what he was just saying though, were you surprised or pissed off how many people were starting? Because you said earlier, a lot of people were saying like, "Yo, FaZe is not gonna be able to come back. They're done." A lot of people counted you out.
Was I pissed?
And it seems like you came back and said, "Yo, you guys."
Wasn't pissed at all, because what that did was set the bar to literally 0.
Yeah.
If I went 10%, I win. 20%, I win. We didn't go 100%. We went blasted through the roof. This shit's at 500% of what I expected it to be, and it's like, you guys make me look even better. Like you guys are making me look like a genius when really I'm a one-trick pony, half kid on the spectrum who likes to do drugs and hoes.
Dude, are you an internet wizard? For sure. You're like
I
the
love
dude.
you so much.
Like
you guys too, man. Brad too. Brad's like done it all himself. You guys are.
Brad's been in the game for a minute.
A long time. Very hyper.
Brad's very smart with social media.
By yourself.
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate
your own thing.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a shot. Oh, it's true.
You guys are.
When I met you guys in 2017, I already had the gym.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and you guys started working. I remember, I'll never forget the first time I even met Steve. You brought him over there, and he was like, "Yo, I want to do a bong rip off the like bench while he's doing the." It was crazy, man.
And these calls, how many times I've said content IP, product IP. You guys, I reference Happy Dad. Your guys' merch shit and your come up, and Happy Dad is I reference consistently. You guys have no idea how relevant your guys' story is in my life and my pitch and everything that I'm doing. It's like, this is how we turn this into $1 billion company. It's content IP and product IP. And for the remainder of 2024, the 2024 game plan was, we're not worried about money. We're worried about reestablishing community and a real squad of people making real content, doing it the right way.
All right, boys, you guys have seen me in the gym. I'm always looking for healthy snacks, and I want to let you guys know about board jerky. This is one of my favorite healthy snacks. Straight up, I eat this all the time. We got a bunch of different flavors, teriyaki, spicy's fire. My favorite is peppered. This is my go-to snack. I keep it in my backpack when I travel. Always on airplanes, I'm snacking on this. What I love about it is the macros are pretty fire. It's only got 2 grams of carbs per serving, 3 grams of fat, and then the whole bag has 32 grams of protein. You guys have seen me recently. I'm trying to stay in the gym, trying to stay in shape, and when I'm always traveling in the airports and stuff like that, there's a bunch of garbage snacks with shitty macros. So this is reliable for me. I know that it doesn't up the barrel too much, and it's high in protein. I've always loved beef jerky too, and this is literally the best beef jerky I've tried. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Thank me later. Everyone that tries it loves it. It is amazing quality beef jerky. It's available right now on Amazon.com. The reviews are going crazy. Everybody loves it. It is fire beef jerky. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Go to Amazon.com. Try out some board jerky. Like I said, my favorite flavor is peppered, just because the macros are fire. Keep the barrel in check. Protein up. Let's get back on the pod.
How do you keep these kids like on track and on a part of FaZe is like the Tfue situation or some shit like that, and like that shit I've dealt with too. Like, do you ever get sick of kind of
like blow them up and then they
managing
leave?
people?
It's awful. It's actually awful. But as you do it for longer and longer, like you guys would vouch that what I say, I mean, right?
Yeah.
Tfue would too. Like Tfue didn't have any issue with me. He had an issue with FaZe, which is understandable. Adin, same way. Like my intentions are very, very pure, and all I want to do is help. And if we can break bread on it, whatever, that's up for me to be able to figure out, right? And for as much credit as you guys have given me and the internet's giving me right now, these kids, I got incredibly lucky with these kids. Max is a superstar in the making. Honestly, he's a superstar right now. The kid's down to sleep on the floor, on the couch, doesn't give a. These kids are all down to fly economy. They don't care. The second that I see it start to veer off path, it's just about grabbing somebody and saying, reminding them, yo, you're living in your dream come true right now. This is what you prayed every single night for. Do not spit in the universe's face and disrespect this moment. Don't be a crybaby. Don't be a prima donna. Don't expect, you know what I mean, more than what's given to you. You know what I mean? You get what you earn, and everybody holds their place and everybody keeps each other accountable.
So that's your role, just big brother.
I think so, yeah.
Reminding them that
QB,
smell the roses.
Bill Belichick, vision, what's next? You know what I mean? And yeah.
Let's speak to the evolution of like YouTubers making products. You saw recently, I think Mr. Beast, Logan, Lunchley, they got all the shit for making the product.
Of course.
What's your perspective of that? Because obviously, as these
I think
things
it was
grow,
a really poorly timed product launch. I think that, and I use Prime as an example a lot. Prime is going to be studied for decades to come on what a 10 out of 10 launch of a product looks like. Logan Paul, KSI, they garner the attention of the entire internet. The entire world is tapped into this drama, this beef. They are physically fighting each other multiple times. This is year-long beef. Years and years. And split right down the middle. Which side are you on? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to see win? Right? And then someone comes out victorious. Underdog story. KSI. Logan Paul gets humbled, which everyone wanted to see that. And then Logan Paul takes that as a humbling experience, puts his pride aside, daps up KSI, and says, yo, let's go into business together and drop a Gatorade competitor. Let's take all this energy that we're putting toward each other, face forward, and give these guys a product. And that's exactly what they did, and it was launched at the peak of both of their individual success. It's a masterclass.
Yeah, Prime
it's
is
a masterclass.
Prime's insane.
It's
bro.
a masterclass. And you guys, we talked about this. The Rona room, they showed you guys no love. It was Corona, make your own shit. You know what I mean? And you guys did it. And it's like, that is you guys also crush it. Lunchley, like Mr. Beast is wrapped up in this. Chris Tyson.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, the entire time I've been on the internet, and you guys too, has never received any sort of hate or criticism because he's a great guy. Like, honestly, that's a whole other conversation. I don't think he deserves any of the shit he's getting right now. Maybe some, like, it's okay. Like, but people are dogpiling and taking the views and playing the game, and you really see people's true colors. And like,
the second it becomes a trend to make content,
course,
and
bro.
people see it's getting views,
of course,
they're gonna keep doing it.
People pretend like it's like this like moral thing to do, and like it's their duty to do it. But like, let's be honest, if this wasn't getting views, you wouldn't do it. Or if you know what I mean, if you weren't like hiding in a crowd of everyone hating you, you wouldn't do it because nobody has done it. But then Logan Paul too, and KSI, like KSI is more on the outskirts, but like Logan Paul's wrapped up in the CoffeeZilla shit. They're just all dealing with their own shit right now. And then they launch a product like Lunchley, which I don't think is really that offensive, to be honest. I think people way overreacted to that, in my personal opinion.
You're talking about like the health benefit stuff?
Yeah, it's like,
well, anything. That's why I love that we're in alcohol, because it's like, it's not healthy. So people can't say shit, but they could do any product and they're gonna get hate for it. Like someone's gonna call, if it's a healthy product.
Yeah.
But
any YouTuber's gonna get
healthy. Like you really shouldn't probably be drinking anything besides water, right? At the end of the day, and it's like,
I don't even understand the hate of the energy drink.
It's like keep that same energy. Seco and Lays and like, bro.
It's just because those companies have existed for so long too.
Exactly. It's it's socially acceptable. That's why casinos in Vegas, no one gives a.
You want McDonald's, then,
but steak is like demonized and like ran off, like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense, but it's real. McDonald's, dude. Like these are companies and corporations and entities on some Illuminati shit that own planet Earth. They own this rock that we spit on, the entire thing, and no one has anything to say about it. Some kids who created a life for themselves on an iPhone are the worst people ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get holding people accountable, and this is probably gonna get clipped, and I'm gonna get shit for this, and people are gonna not like what I'm saying, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like
I think it's so whack to hate on anyone
Bro, why
who's
haven't you
successful.
slept? I thought,
Weird.
like,
Finish.
drug-free.
I am
not
drug-free.
on that, so shouldn't you be sleeping?
Caffeine, and I'm locked in, bro. It's been the last couple days of the subathon. We just got through a pretty hectic weekend.
You're a beast. I'm just checking in on your sleep habits.
No, I know it's bad.
You
You guys know
no
me.
nicotine?
Me and you would always see each other 4 a.m. in the kitchen making turkey sandwiches. Facts.
Yeah.
Late night. How
Dude,
you
can I
feeling?
tell you my favorite thing? I'd
Tell
come
me.
in the morning, so everyone would have Uber Eats, but then they'd like, dude, we're talking like 300 people would order Uber Eats, and just like not
6
even
bags.
opened, just bags everywhere. And I'm a little fat little kid. I'm like, bro, I come upstairs like 4 a.m. and I just pick up like Chinese food, burgers, wings, go down, grab a
Yes.
ranch out of the fridge, and go to my room, eat all that shit, pass out.
That house was
Legendary.
insane.
I have the sign in my room.
How many people in the world get to live in a house like that?
Yeah,
still
I'm
doing
kind of bummed I missed that.
It's a good era.
Crazy.
Great era.
How did you get yourself involved in all this LA beef here?
Oh yeah, this is good.
LA beef with the
You got LA
Hoovers?
beef. You got LA beef, Mister. I'll walk down Melrose naked. Is that what?
Bro, I'm
Did I
clip.
quote?
At the end of the day, I'm clip farming. Like I get it. Like the side of the internet that these people live on. First of all, I don't even know who the mad at me. I've lived in LA for 8 years. I love LA. You know how many people talk shit on LA and like Miami's better, this and that. I'm ride or die for LA. LA is literally my home. I love it here. And Adin lived with me in LA. So I hear a half-assed conversation about Aiden's not good in LA. I call him, you know what I mean? And people take it and just go
out of
crazy with it.
context.
I'm not tripping on it. It's like, yeah, what can you do?
Yeah.
If someone pulls up on me, what can I do? It's time, you know?
Why? What's going on?
Wait, what do you mean?
I love
I
that.
don't know.
Ready to go?
I love
Someone
that.
pulls up,
What do you?
blasts me in the back of the head. It's time for me to go.
Yeah.
Is it that kind of like hate you're getting?
Nah,
He's got real street beef.
I'm exaggerating it. No, it's
Are you
it's fine.
farming again?
It's fine.
At least if you get smoked, die in your Chrome Hearts vest. Yeah.
Facts. Oh, I might Chrome Hearts bulletproof vest.
That's
Crazy.
bro. There you go.
That's crazy. No, if I do die, I need to be buried in a chrome casket, and I need somebody to kill Steiny and throw him in the hole with me. That's
I'll
what I
go
want.
with
That's
you.
my dying wish.
All right, I'll go with you.
No, I love you to death. No, it's not. It's not. It's nothing serious. Listen, anybody I've offended, I love LA to death, and Adin is just my little brother. It's that simple.
That house was wild though.
Yeah,
like,
give us the craziest story or something. I know there's some we can't
we
speak.
can't.
Of.
I know exactly what you guys just thought. We can't say that one obviously yet.
There's one
No.
Steve will do it story that
Oh God.
we can't say now.
We
Steve
can't say.
knows it.
When can
but
we say it?
Probably when Happy Dad sells.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Even like 3 years after that, just to be safe.
We
I
might
can't
have
wait.
to. You know how the like the old TV shows would have reenactments.
Oh, yeah.
we have to do one.
Yeah.
we have to fully do the whole thing.
Who's gonna
That's the
play
whole
Steve?
production.
Like someone.
Lacey. Lacey just gets kind of ripped and just plays
Yeah.
Steve.
What was your favorite moment of that?
The big fight.
What, the one where I like
When
ran
you
on
jumped
the table?
off the table, cracked somebody, an unnamed football player knocked somebody the out. Everyone's throwing hands. There's a full blown world star. By the way, the fact that 2024 that happens, there's 25 angles of this
I know.
on every corner of the internet.
I have a video of it.
Do
on
you?
my phone, yeah.
We might have
someone-
to bust that out.
Yeah.
What?
fucking-
There was a
I
huge
watched Jesse
brawl?
on top of the kitchen island kick somebody in the head. Sicko, literally.
Yeah, that was.
You down like
Well, no,
that.
no one would actually fight. Everyone would always talk
Yeah,
about it.
facts.
And then like those guys with the tats, who were there's some rappers' friends.
Yeah,
and they were like,
let's leave their names out of it
Yeah,
probably,
but
but like, yeah.
they were
it
like,
was-
bro, I'll go get my gun and shit. We're like, get the fuck out of our
It
house.
was the skate. It
dude.
was Nija, you.
Yeah.
It was.
I dragged one of them down all those stairs. No one's even watching, and I was probably only doing it because people were watching. That was fun though.
That shit was surreal for us coming from Canada too. Like Uzi would just like come to a
Yeah.
party or
That for me, I'm in LA for 3 months. I spend all of the money that I have to my name on this house with this vision of I just got to get to LA and make it work.
No way.
I swear to
know
God.
that.
Yeah. I had like 15K to my name living in that house to like live off
Just
of.
like, take a
Yeah,
shot.
fire. Yeah, that house wasn't cheap. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, that was crazy. That was a lot. Rice comes and visits for a weekend. I go to Target. I get a little R-shaped light, put it next to his bed, a little basket with Ciroc and gummy bears and shit. Psyched out. Make sure the maids make it nice. Put flower petals all over the bed. He comes, never leaves. That's step one. Boom. Alyssa Violet comes through the crib. trying to make a song with this kid about somebody, Jake Paul, I've never heard of in my life. But here's this beautiful girl who's showing interest in me. What is my life? This is amazing. She becomes my girlfriend. You guys, etc., summer, etc., right?
Did you hook up the first time meeting her?
No, we hung out for the week that they did the song. She's over every day recording the song, the video, and we're hanging out, talking. She starts to show me subtle little hints, like sitting on my lap and telling me I'm cute and shit. And I'm like running into rooms with the homies, like, well, is this real life? This girl who has more money than me, more followers than me, is way hotter than me, wants me. Like, what is going on? So it's like, these are like little wins that are like, oh my God, my life is about to change forever type shit. And 21 Savage, yeah.
Yo, let's go, though.
And then I gave her the best of her whole life, and it was over. After
Oh my
that,
dude, when I was hammered, you'd always like walk by and be like,
really?
bro, it's so funny. It's my favorite thing you've
You're
ever
me?
done. Dude, you always did that.
was
That
your
was your
signature.
thing.
Really?
I think you did it when you were like hammered, so you don't even know if you know.
Oh yeah.
We were drinking a lot then
Dude.
too.
We were ripping.
We were drinking
Telling
a
me
lot.
sex
I was gonna
stories
say,
and
bro,
shit.
it seems like the new phase is way more cleaned up and less degenerate than the old phase, from what I've seen.
Yeah, to put it mildly.
Like, holy shit.
You got
We were guzzling
Jason
a lot.
Levine ripping one shot of Hennessy and bawling his eyes out, thanking the whole world. Like, it's insane, dude. I'm like,
What was that one crib that you guys used to have? I mean,
Flyborn.
yeah, that was crazy, bro.
The best house in LA.
That was
Luca
the
Lake.
the lake one.
Yeah.
the parties there were wild.
The worst content house of all time, at least the FaZe rendition of it. But best house ever. There was a lake in the backyard and shit. Dude, if we had that house, that's...
Yeah.
If you
No,
guys were a
Weed Lake was unreal though.
No, dude, I have the sign above my TV in my bedroom. I made
saw
fucking
that.
Brandon
That's
steal it.
sick.
That is our
Wasn't that like
shit.
Bieber's old house or something like that?
It was.
lake
He used
one.
to stay there.
He
yeah.
stayed there, which is crazy. Full circle, Sammy and Johnny, like that's crazy. Yes, but nobody like really knew. Obviously, it wasn't Haunted House.
Oh,
Hype House became a thing in that house after us. Tana moved in that house after us, like, and now it's a sober living.
That's
It is?
hilarious, really.
wow.
Damn.
What a timeline.
It's a sober living.
Even the house got sick of the
Wait,
alcohol.
somebody told me that.
Yeah,
yeah.
the house, that's funny.
Thank you you saved my ass that one day when I flooded the neighbors.
Oh my God.
You had him on the call.
Honestly, not even me. I can't take credit for that one. That's Foosh all day.
No, you both saved me.
Yeah, yeah.
He saved me the night not going to like jail, but then I was losing
How do we
my
fix
mind.
it?
Yeah.
There was
I
all the
can't
side boys in that house too. Foosh, Mitch,
Yep.
Yeah, they were like ghosts.
The side characters.
Like Foosh
Yeah.
would just like come out when you
It was
needed
the
them.
best boys though.
poker nights,
Best boys.
nasty poker nights.
Wait, what did you do? You flooded something?
Yeah.
These
yeah.
houses all looked identical. They're all these big glass houses. There's like 4 of them. But if you don't know any better, it all just looks like one big house.
It's football.
You want to tell the story? You should tell the story.
I've said it.
I've
I
seen
want to
this-
hear your
bro,
perspective.
Okay,
I
all
saw
right.
this clip recently.
But I've just been yapping so
Really?
much.
You went into
No,
the
but-
neighbors and flooded it, or you thought it was your crib, right?
Yeah. Like, do you remember the night we were like at a club or something? And then I
Yes.
blacked out.
Yes, and
Like,
you went off on your own. We were at
yeah.
Hyde.
And then I got told that I was
We were
like,
at Hyde, right?
Yeah, at Hyde,
100%.
yeah.
That was Jesse's go-to. He would get
You wanted
hammered
to go
and
off?
just dip
You
every
went off with
every
randoms
single time.
and just disappeared.
It's why
And
I don't
swear
drink.
You,
I
I
can't.
swear you
like,
got in a truck. Am I making
Yeah, I was
that
in the
up?
back
Jesse
of a
would get
pickup
hammered
truck.
and
Like,
dip.
The fact that I remember that is insane.
Well,
And that
then
shows how much of a core memory it is. It's
the
crazy.
next week I went to like other parties and like a bunch of people kept being like, "Yeah, dude, you were at my house and your shirt was off." I'm like, and he's like, "Yeah,
Those
you were-"
nights are wild.
Dude.
We had a lot of those.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, after that night, Jesse shows up at probably 6, 7 in the morning to the crib and walks into the house, which he thinks is our house, and goes up to the kitchen, which is all these houses look exactly the same as each other. So he goes up in the kitchen,
Especially when you're black.
starts digging through the yes, of course.
Bro, chocolate cake.
Yeah.
I'm eating everything.
Eating shit out of the fridge with his hands, going in the sink, around. He's got chocolate all over his mouth, his guts hanging out, whatever.
Easy.
Well, back then.
Turns on the
You
sink.
look good now, bro.
Yeah, you look fantastic, by the way. I think you clogged the sink and then passed it on the couch, and the
Yeah.
sink overflowed
Yeah.
into the kitchen. And then this guy, who, by the way, what the was this guy on? Living in the crib by himself. This is like a $60,000 a month house. Finds him on the couch and obviously freaks the out and calls the cops.
Oh.
There's water everywhere. And this, oh my God, I'm sorry. And Foosh, when the cops came, I think was like, oh, they were bringing you outside. And he's like, yo, he lives here.
Bro, I woke
And
up
that's
to
where-
the
buddy-
cops.
Yeah,
Like
no.
shotguns and shit. Like they
Yeah.
thought it was a home invasion.
Yep.
Talk about scaries. eh?
Insane. Insane.
Shit, yeah.
But that's
And
what
then wait,
everybody,
where's Gambles? I've never actually. That guy the next morning hammered, bangs on my door. Police, open up, bro. I'm in my boxers
That's so
in bed.
funny.
Wake up. I swear in like 2 seconds. I put on pants and a shirt like I'm going to prison. Like, sick. I put it all on, open the door. I'm like, beat red. He goes, I'm f***ing with you. What's up?
It's insane.
I'm like, dude, what the do you know what I'm going through
That was
right
some
now?
trauma, probably.
No,
it's not even a joke.
Ridiculous.
I'm
Dude,
still got
you
anxiety
never-
from this
you
shit.
never went to a Diddy party? Like, honestly.
No, so I sat outside.
You were definitely invited, right?
No, I sat outside of a Diddy party one time, and they wouldn't let us in. So in this party, I'm watching the types of people that are walking in. It's like,
how long ago was
I'm
this?
with 5 girls and like one homie, and like we're good. We'll go to like my house or.
We went to a Diddy party.
Yeah, technically we have.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
What? When was that?
Dude, it
A
was
lot of
crazy.
people
I forgot.
did.
So this is the
Tom's been a Diddy,
this is
Diddy
the
parties.
and this is a crazy story too. The first time we ever went to LA, like we somehow got into a Diddy party, and it was like I was like 19.
Yeah.
And like Justin
Well,
Bieber was
'Cause
there.
Jesse has that.
Kendall,
That's what they kinda want.
Kendall
bucket
Jenner
list.
was there, and I swear to God, we had like a solid like 5-minute full conversation with P Diddy, and like everyone was around us like watching, and we were telling him about the coke prank, and like it was just like us
So
and him
sick.
just
Were
talking.
you invited to the AP or not?
I didn't see anything bad at the time.
Bro, now I think
Yeah,
about
well,
it. Remember when he was like, yo, come give Diddy some love, and I hugged
he
him?
did say that.
That's crazy.
You gave him a hug?
He asked for a hug.
Because his bodyguard like hit me in the throat. Because he went to go talk to him, and I was just like following Kyle, and a bodyguard
He stopped you.
Yeah, he like hit me in the throat, and then I'm like, all right, dude, I'll walk away. And then Diddy's like, is that your boy or something? It's like, come give Diddy some love.
Yeah, swear to God.
And I him for like,
Did you?
Forgot.
what do you mean? Did I?
How long was the hug? Was it like a?
It was a weirdly long hug. Now
was
that I
it
think about
sensual?
it.
Weirdly long.
Again, it's crazy that there's no video of this shit. It's wild.
And then they were filming too. That was like he was.
There's
like,
a
sitting
video
on
of the
Maple.
party. It shows the party and like Kendall. It
smoking a
shows
cig.
Kendall Jenner, and I'm just like at the front smoking a dart.
Can I ask you guys something? And feel free to tell me the honest to God truth. But this is another thing I say a lot in just like my day to day with like friends and shit. When people ask like about the story and the come up in LA and stuff. 2016, 2017, 2018, Hollywood. Have you guys ever been a part of anything like that in your lives?
No,
Fuck no.
Like
It was
that's
sick.
that's peak existence, right?
because it was all house parties.
In terms of like a movie, like this is unreal. Like I'm in a different world right now.
That was
like,
our era. Like how
Oh,
there's like
yeah.
Entourage era.
Yes,
like that was
bro.
sick.
Yes.
The 90s and 2000s. But then it
Yes.
was like, that was like, I'm so glad we got to experience that.
But that's
Like,
that's when
sick.
content and everyone was starting to take off. So you
Yeah.
guys
Oh
were-
yes,
Yeah.
that whole even that
Internet
20
era.
2016 XXL list with Uzi and Yachty and 21 Savage on it, like in Kodak Black, like music, that SoundCloud era, streetwear. It was Babe, Supreme. You know what I mean? All these things going at the same time. Vine, people turning into YouTubers, us doing our thing. Like people were flocking to LA, and shit was just ripping, dude. And I swear, I don't know if I'm like remembering it different or like it's that nostalgic effect, but I swear it was. You can wake up at any point in the day, find some crazy shit to go do,
Every day.
and it's not like that
Every-
anymore.
dude. Hell no,
I think.
bro.
No.
Well, you guys are
I don't
here.
think it's like
still,
that
so-
anymore anywhere. Bro.
Not even just things to do. It was like you'd go for 5 minutes to a crazy rager and be
Monkeys
like, "This is dust.
jerking
Let's
off
go hit
into their
something
own
else."
mouths and shit. Diddy, come give Diddy some love. Like that shit would happen every day. Like, yo, you'll never guess what happened. Like
I know.
that happens to you today, and it's the craziest thing that happened to you all year.
Well, I think it was because of the blend of social media and Hollywood. Just that was they first started really being like, oh, there's something here, and they started to recognize that, and then the social media people were finding themselves in
What
those
was the
circles.
explosion? It was that content explosion. Like what people know. It was the building blocks and the foundation of what we know
Yeah.
internet culture to be today.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
how music is and how, you know what I mean? Like it's
What do you
crazy.
think about the nightlife now? It's pretty shitty, huh?
I think nightlife in general is dog shit.
Yeah, it just isn't.
I
the
think
same.
nightlife in general is a joke. I think sign and bottle service is so played out. Stop doing that. If you're building a club and your goal is to make your spot the cool spot, if you're filming yourself with a sign and bottles coming out, you're a clown.
Yeah.
And like if you're paying 20, 30, 40 bands to sit at a table with a bunch of sixes, street
Well,
slam
once they
people-
allowed everyone to be able to pay and do it, it became like, oh,
it's
it's
just
not.
everyone's standing around. Now I'm sober, so I have this whole different perspective, right?
Sure.
I could have fun alone in a closet with my left hand if I'm
Well,
up
yeah,
enough, you
yeah,
know what I mean? It's
or
the
gooning.
ripping. But now I'm like looking at shit for what it is, and it's like you look around, no one's dancing, no one has a personality. It's like every sign
There's
comes
no
out, it has an
personality.
at symbol, and then they're like, dude, no one gives a about your Instagram, homie. Like,
I know.
I'll tell you what, and this is just when I lived in Miami when we used to go out there.
Yeah.
Like, bro, people dance, chicks have fun.
Miami's
It's
sick.
but it's because it's all a Latina. It's a
Yeah.
different culture.
It is.
And here, when we
pretty
I'll
dark,
see you
though.
out, and it's just like, bro, this sucks.
It's awful.
Yeah.
But no, I don't do any of that anymore. It's loungy. It's like I put a collection of like the horse race thing that just happened, and then my buddy Nikolai Marciano, family owns Guess Jeans. Kid throws some of the best parties of all time in LA, and still he's still got it.
But you can still go to clubs and party even if you're not drinking, right?
Now I can. I couldn't for like the first like 3-4 months I was sober. No. Walk in, it could be the coolest thing ever, and I can't.
Yeah, I never could figure that out. I just can't.
For me, AA and just therapy, general therapy, changed my whole life. Like I worked really hard to retain all the best parts of me. Because for me, I don't know about you, speaking for myself, the hardest part about getting sober, I never had like physical addictions to shit. I wasn't boozing alone. It wasn't like that dark. I wasn't like ripping lines alone.
It's community shit.
But when I'm doing it, we're doing it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm ripping the hardest. Like no one's out doing
pound, boy.
Yeah, pink shit all over my face, whippets going nuts.
Yeah, you're either 100% in, 100% out,
or 100% out.
I think you and me are kind of similar. I mean, I think a lot of creators are that way. Anyways.
Yeah, no,
like
it's just because we're so
people.
extreme. Like it's just such an extreme.
Because are you like that with diets? Are you like that with everything?
Bro, everything
like,
work,
relationships.
Bro,
it's
everything.
Like, you're in or you're out. Yeah.
That's it.
It's also the fact you don't have to wake up and go to the office the next day.
Yeah.
When you're your own boss, and it's tough. Like
scary, right?
No, it's insane.
Is there what's like you probably have something, but is there any crazy IRL or stream that you want to do or want the guys to do that you think would break the internet that you haven't done yet?
So I remember pitching Adin on the idea of look at where YouTube's at right now. The level of production your guys' shit is, the level of production someone like Airac or Mr. Beast, bro, Mr. Beast is spending millions of dollars on a YouTube video. If you told anyone that that's what YouTube would look like now, 10 years ago, they would laugh at you and tell you you're insane. Production slowly but surely, you know what I mean?
And then it's not a studio doing it. It's like it's
him.
Someone who built a YouTube channel. Yeah.
But he's pulling in 50 to 100 million views a video, probably even more. Maybe I'm getting that wrong, but it's like it's working, right? Twitch and live streaming is so far behind in terms of production value that it's only a matter of time before, like, if there's a show as big as Oprah's show or Ellen's show or the Late Night Show or all these shows that are super big and very hyper relevant in pop culture, are these shows gonna spawn on TV? Are they gonna become things on YouTube? YouTube right now to me is like the silent. It's a lot more quiet than live streaming. Like live streaming is every other piece of media. Like it's podcasts and live streaming. You guys got into the podcast shit at the perfect time.
No, I think that's also because not every YouTube's once a week when you're live streaming and it's daily.
Yeah.
There's just too much content out there.
Pumping.
Yeah. So
It's
you're
just
clipping that up. There's
Yes.
so much shit out there, so you can't compete with that if you're uploading on YouTube once a week.
But also too, it's like the YouTube video's there. You can go watch it anytime.
Yeah.
So something about the fleeting content of live, someone goes live for 8 hours, I missed it. What happened? And you start like looking for the clips. It's addicting, man. Like when I go on stream and there's clips of me, that's why I didn't sleep last night. We did the award ceremony. I went home and I couldn't look at chats or Twitter while I was here because it would have you know what I mean? You go home and you just like search your name and you look and see what the comms are saying and you read it's addicting, bro. It's crazy. Like it's insane.
Yeah, the streamers are massive now.
It's a whole new meta.
Like Cenat too is like.
Oh my God, I've been watching the NBA shit, bro. Have you watched or seen clips?
It's insane.
He started a whole league.
It's funny.
No, dude, Kai
How
is
much
going.
production value is though?
Oh, it's a lot. But what Kai is doing is exactly what the Mr. Beast method and model. And Kai is going to be here forever.
Oh, forever.
Kai is
forever.
A Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast type guy.
Yeah.
Book it, mark it. If that's 100%. Not the outcome of how this plays out.
No,
so
there's
it's
no
starting
question.
to happen though. Like they're putting bigger money into production.
Kai is spending a lot of his money on his content, and when somebody is willing to do that, you know, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
You take that money and spend it on the same shit. That's business 101.
I made like $1 million trailer for one of his like streams that he was gonna do.
Him and Mr. Beast, the
speed one,
4th
right?
of July, the fake room. We low key ripped the fake room idea from them with the G Fuel shit. We did our G Fuel production in the old FaZe house and up the FaZe house. And Kai and Mr. Beast did it weeks earlier for their 4th of July shit. Kai is like, he's like a you guys. He's like a Logan.
No,
he's like a Mr. Beast. He is the guy. He
For
is
sure.
streaming. You know what I mean? Speed is might as well be a alien. That kid's not real.
No.
He's
If I didn't physically touch him and meet him, and he stayed at our house, I wouldn't believe he's a real human. I'd think it was some government CIA project gone right. Like,
and he's grinding. He's doing it right too. Like he's hitting different countries worldwide. Like he's building fan bases all across the world.
never before has somebody done what he's doing.
I know.
Speed's model is very, very like simple, but more effective than any other I've ever seen in my life. His GOAT, his North Star, his hero is Cristiano Ronaldo, the biggest name on planet Earth by a lot. That's his end game is to meet him and be embraced by him and collaborate with him. It's like how, what's a good example? LeBron James for Kai. But LeBron James is big in North America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo is big
All over the world. Bron's big worldwide. But
of course he is, but you know,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're different.
The soccer shit's different.
They're different. Dude, if LeBron James makes a YouTube channel tomorrow, he's not getting 50 million subscribers in a day like fucking Ronaldo did. You guys saw that?
Yeah.
Dude, that is
insane. How much of that do you credit Speed?
So it's definitely mutually beneficial. Ronaldo and his team are not complaining about how big of a fan Speed is. It's amazing. But don't get it twisted. As big as Speed is, Ronaldo is... Ronaldo flipped him in subscribers in a day.
Wait, how many does he have?
I don't know. I threw a number out there, 50. It could be wrong. I have no idea.
But it's at least 30.
I know he flipped Speed very quickly.
He just created a YouTube channel and just...
Do you find it interesting?
What was it? Like
It's
a blog?
retarded.
No, it's over 30
No, it's not
million
the content
subs.
is retarded, but it's like, it's insane.
Do you guys...
How many videos?
A lot.
Oh, a lot? Oh.
It says 53, but I don't know how many.
Isn't it?
That'd be sick. It's
Do
like
you guys
one
find
video.
it interesting now that Tom Brady has a YouTube channel?
How many subscribers? Tom Brady is my GOAT.
He's.
Is it-
I don't want to
He's my
throw
goat.
shade, but his channel's tanking.
Dude, because
Okay, but wait.
who's watching Tom Brady YouTube videos? I'm not, and he's my hero.
Yeah.
I have a tattoo of him on my bicep.
So what do you think the difference is?
The difference is just the sample global. Like Speed's model, he goes to a country, he finds something that everybody in the country loves, whether it's a dish, a cuisine, a sport, cricket. You think Speed's watching cricket games? He could be. I could be wrong. But he's in the stands screaming at cricket matches. Everyone around him is looking at him like this big.
He's also just a savage too, right?
Yeah, no, he's a he's
Yeah.
amazing at content.
Yeah.
Amazing. This kid jumped over 2 Lambos.
I don't
Put
understand
his life at risk when he's a
understand
kid's
that.
gonna be a billionaire. He doesn't give a
Jumping over the cars is I don't get
in
that.
easy
bro.
in
That's
easy odds.
Saw that,
He's a
yeah.
sicko. He's a sicko. That kid's
How old is he? Like 25?
that kid might be the biggest to
I
ever
think he's like
do
21.
it ever.
Yeah.
He's 20.
Oh, is he?
Speed might be
Yeah.
unironically the Cristiano Ronaldo of content. Like that's my take on some like psycho shit. Like I think if Speed did a big YouTube production, it would pull Mr. Beast numbers.
Really?
Mr. Beast, if he put like, you know what I mean?
I mean, he recently got like 1 million plus viewers at one time concurrently on YouTube.
Like that's ridiculous.
That's
like,
absurd.
I didn't
when he
even
was
know
in,
that.
I think he was in Thailand or
And it's
something like
casual.
that.
How is that not the front page of every news
know.
article on planet Earth?
He's
That is
worldwide.
ridiculous, bro. He's screaming at cricket games, and it's like now he just won over the entire country of Indonesia. They are all talking about him. Who goes to Indonesia and makes these big spectacles and events? Nobody else is doing that. People see us in Hollywood, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh shit, can I get a picture? These people see Speed walking down the street. They're chasing him, ripping at his shirt. They don't give a. This is the only time they've ever seen anybody from the internet. It's like,
Damn. That's crazy.
It's really the community with streaming is just it's bizarre. Like I don't. It's like they're so.
It's so
a cult,
personal.
bro.
Like,
it's a
like
cult.
remember when we
I
did
didn't get it.
pranks and then like our audience, they watched our videos, it's whatever, but we added vlog and then they were like diehards.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah.
streaming is just like they know how you
it's
react.
just
to
the
things.
meta.
They know
I said,
everything
remember at
about
the
you.
beginning of this? It's the
Yeah.
intimate connection that you build with
'Cause they
somebody.
think they're friends with the.
I
guy.
always said it. I've always had a
They
really.
know you, yeah.
I've always had a good ability to sell shit and turn shit over. Obviously, you guys with merchandise is unmatched. You guys did more than anyone has ever done, right? Broke records and still hold records for that shit. And it's because you guys timed it right, dropped it the right way, but also you built this intimate connection with your fans. Like they really cared about you guys and they saw
You let
it
them
for what
in.
it was.
Yeah.
These guys are getting millions of views and they're broke. That's not right. We're going to buy this hoodie. We're going to buy this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think that there's ever a future? And I guess like talking to everybody, that YouTube is gonna start to really decline because the streaming is becoming.
Who knows?
So
Nah. YouTube is the new TV. YouTube's not going anywhere. YouTube's
Well,
the new.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna
I think
say
it's
this,
just coming like more and more commercialized.
a lot of
maybe
the
a little
content
bit.
becomes repurposed. So like streaming seems like it's the new meta as far as like the front facing where you shoot content.
Yeah.
And content still lives and still does incredibly well. That's taken from the streams and put on YouTube. It still crushes. So I don't think YouTube's going anywhere ever.
Also, people love to be a part of the blow up too of things. Like people get really excited when like things are on a. You guys know all about it. It's momentum, right? So that's gotta also probably play a role into it. Where YouTube's been around forever. YouTube's been the biggest media platform on the internet for a long time, and now this live streaming thing is kind of like coming up and like kind of taking over. And everybody who's been doing this forever is like hype. Now people are hyper engaged. Bro, I've been on the internet. You guys have been on the internet forever. I never watched a stream. I was never engaged. I didn't understand it. And now I'm addicted to learning everything that I can about it, and I watch it nonstop. If I'm not watching a live stream, I'm watching clips. If I'm at home,
So that's what you're consuming the most, is live streams?
By a mile. These
And
kids,
not just for work and studying it? Like you're
Well, a
actually-
lot because you're involved in the business
of
of
course.
it now, yeah.
But I would like to think that I would anyways.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I can't force myself to watch content. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
But you said earlier how it's like background noise. Dude, I was gaming the other day. Just pulled my phone up and put a Adin stream on in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of like
100%.
it's kind of secondary.
Yeah.
Because it's just on for 4 hours.
you can experience
You don't
the
have to be
content in
engaged.
that way,
Yeah.
or be hyper engaged where you're like
Yeah.
part of the like chat
you're,
is
like,
determining
interact with it,
live.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's wild.
But like clips kept like everything went from shorter like form all the way to TikTok where attention span
Yes.
shit. Like my theory is like then it's just there's nothing more better. It's the unknown. It's like I'm gonna watch this. Everyone else is watching it, and it's not a clip. It's not a video. It's not an edit. It's like
Anything could happen.
you don't know what's gonna happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you ever miss your vlog or your podcast or you streaming, or do you like this side way more?
I've always liked this side way more. I've always liked being in the background and kind of chiming in. Like my relationship with this content is exactly what I would have always dreamed it to be. I call in and it's the chat spam's W boss call, and I'm put these kids on game. I'll spit a 10-minute bit about some bullshit and hang up or crack a joke or make a tweet. Like I'm all over Twitter and I engage that way. Last at the ceremony, that's another thing too. We did this live ceremony like thing last night, and this is how I know. And tell me no, but when your friends from home, girls and shit, are texting you about content that you're in, you know shit's
Yeah,
hot.
that's when you know it's
That's
good.
when you know
all
it's
the time.
piping
Yeah.
hot. The amount of texts I got that these people had to have been watching live, because it was immediately as I'm talking, I'm making the speech. I made a pretty emotional speech about where we were, a year and a half ago versus now, and my phone lights up. Girls, friends
That's how you
I
know,
grew
yeah.
up with, kids that are in music. I'm getting DMs from designers who I just like. I like what they make. I put one on my story today, my Instagram story. This kid sent me a big long paragraph about how, like, bro, I've been watching you forever. You're an inspiration to me. I just watched your clip and cried. Like, thank you for being you. Never change. I've been following this kid for 2 years. I had no idea he even knew who the I was. That's trippy. You know what I mean? And like, that's how you know shit's piping hot. And like, yeah.
Yeah, it's better data than even view count, anything. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, why are my 5 homies from back home telling me this video was jokes?
Talk about data, subscribers, even like view count. All of it is second to hours watched and time spent watching. Like your the percentage. What is it called? Watch time on a YouTube video. Yeah. That directly, obviously, contributes to whether a video does very well or very bad. If a video has 50% watch time versus 10%, it's going. A video has 80% watch time, it's going viral.
Yeah,
like it's
that's
going,
how any platform now too.
Yeah,
right?
Twitch,
TikTok.
it's hours watched, and the boys this subathon, again, 6 people, 30 days, 24/7, amassed 35 million hours watched of their content in this last month. That's over 1 million hours daily. Bro, if the human race spent 35 million hours on trying to cure cancer or world hunger, like, we'd probably be steps closer to that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like you can't conceptualize what that number is.
It's an insane metric for sure.
Dude, it's insane.
Month.
Yeah. Who reached out to you? Your first big reach out, like, yo, dude, you're killing it.
Yachty shown mad love. Vert, Uzi.
Was there anyone where you had that first person show you love, where you're like, wow, this is lit? Or
Like back in the day?
Yeah.
All right, I do have a story. Me, Mike Malak are at a Kason. Oddly enough, Kason's in FaZe now. We're at a Kason party, and it's a Kylie Jenner, Stassi Baby Halloween Party. This is a movie. This is one of those nights where it's like, this is not real life. This is crazy. And me and Mike Malak are standing in line for the bathroom, and David Dobrik's whole squad's there. He's not there, but everyone's in the line for the bathroom. And this is like an hour or so into the party, and down the stairwell right by the bathroom walks Drake. And he just walks, and he kind of walks past us. He does a little double take at like the line, and he V-lines it straight up to me, daps me up, gives me a hug, 2-second comment, how you been living? Good, cool, bet, keep it cool, walks away. Mike Malak's pinching me. All the David Dobrik guys are like, you're homies with Drake like that? I'm like, yeah, I'm homies with, that's my boy. Never met him a day in my life. Never knew that guy, knew who the I was. That was crazy for me.
Drake watches everything. He knows.
Has his finger attached to the pulse. Yeah. Drake is one of the most impressive human beings I've ever met in my life. Like, it's crazy.
If he knows 905 Shooter, he's
that guy. Exactly, yeah. Dude, it's beyond that. He'll be dropping one-liners, bars where you're like, oh, you're a sicko. Like, you're sick with it. He'll see this shit. He sees all of it, bro.
Yeah.
Are you cool with Drake? Like, could you text Drake?
I could DM him.
This is the king of the six, bro.
No, I know. Pretty sick. It's sick that was like your guy too. Like, that was the guy you
Drake's.
Up to.
I mean,
Canada dude.
Drake showed everyone in Toronto it was possible.
Of course, yeah, facts.
Like,
facts.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Is there anyone now in the recent come up that sort of
showing love? A lot of like people that I look up to in business and stuff. Like people who I like really respect their opinion. Even just like little side comments, like Mr. Beast came to the warehouse one time, and this is like at FaZe's lowest, and that guy is a savant, right? So
he used to be at the parties too.
He can glance over and spend 10 seconds catching a vibe and know like, yeah, this is awful. And that's what his vibe was with FaZe. And I knew that, super embarrassed about it, but he kind of sidebarred me and was like, dude, it's up to you. This works if you want it to work.
Mm-hmm.
It starts and stops with you. And when people give you that level of credit, it's like, whoa, you know what I mean?
That's when you were at your lowest too?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, that's huge, bro. When people are gonna rock with you when you're down bad.
How's Steiny's wheels been in LA?
Compared to who?
Just compared to himself.
He's doing what he can.
Every time you see me out, you see me with a group of girls. We run into each other at Keys, nice guy. I always got a squad with me.
Piglets.
At least I'm getting laid. At least I'm getting laid, my boy.
I'm just kidding.
Look at those, clean as not no bullshit on there.
Smell mine.
No way. Well, speaking of gooning, who's your favorite?
I don't really watch stars.
Male. The hell? No, I'm kidding.
Yo, you good?
Who's your favorite male?
Not male, but female. I love
male.
I've been going through a Savannah Bond phase.
Who's that? What's she look like?
She's like a white Australian chick.
Oh my God, who is she? What's her name?
Banks probably slammed her.
No. I have quite a few on the roster. Love all of them. You guys are all amazing. My mom was a stripper. She had me when I was young. It's like a whole thing. I've been dealing with that trauma my whole life, but something about like workers, I bond with them in a different kind of way and like really have human conversations with these people. And I know it sounds, but it's very true. But one that I've never met that I follow that doesn't follow me back, doesn't show me any attention, which makes me probably even more obsessed with her. I don't know what her name is. She's like British. And there was just a clip that went viral of her and another girl showing a bunch of dudes' feet. They were about to get. I don't know.
I saw that
She's
clip.
British.
I don't
She's
know.
British.
Oh, I saw that clip too.
I've been following her for a second, and I didn't know who the she like, whatever. But then that clip started going viral on my timeline. I forget what her name is though. If there was a live chat, we could ask chat. They'd be spamming it right now.
You know it right away.
Yeah.
You feel like with a guy like you that gets laid so much, you wouldn't need to watch all this.
I don't watch all this. You freak.
You talked about gooning 25 tabs. If I'm misquoting.
Once in a while, you go on a bender. You want a little. You know what I mean? I don't have drugs anymore. I'm trying.
Sometimes you gotta hit a.
Bro, 100%.
No matter how much nothing slaps like. Sometimes.
Also, sometimes
I stop watching.
Tell me, stop.
I tried to.
Makes
stop.
your sex life
Everybody
better.
stop. Everybody stop.
I stop.
But you know when you're girl for a while, sometimes you're like, I just want to.
Ready?
I've done that.
Let me paint the scenario real quick. It's 11 p.m. Your phone is right there. Your dick is in your hand. You're texting out, yos, what you doing? You up? To your little roster of people, whatever. You land one, right? You get I'm not doing anything, whatever. You want to cuddle? Come cuddle, maybe watch a movie? Like, yeah, sure. Like, you're going to send me an Uber? And then you make that fucking game time decision. You go, you know what?
I could just.
I want this girl to come here.
I know.
I pipe her for 15 minutes, and then I got to hang out with her for the next 12 hours.
Got to sleep over.
Or do I
shit.
just bust one out, go crazy?
Go crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what. To send the Uber.
Which one?
So
How many times
true.
have you all been in this scenario?
Yeah, but to send me the Uber.
And you always appreciate when you pick the goon.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, thank God, man.
Post-nut
Steiny
clarity?
takes the send the Uber too personally.
Damn,
Yeah.
I was
think
mean.
that's
He's like,
kinda
they're using me and
To
shit.
send the Uber's like, then it's a turn off, in my opinion.
Oh, that's just a gentleman.
I
No,
feel
they
like I
want to be
must-
like appreciated a little bit.
Uber?
No, but
It's
it's
like
just
that for
it's
you?
just like, yo, come over. Like, you
Dude,
gotta
does
give
he
me
make
the Uber.
any bread? Uber?
I'm funny you brought that up because we're trying to figure some things out. I don't have it like you and all these other guys making whatever 12 million in 1 month.
You're a superstar. You'll figure it out.
Okay, thanks, bro.
But Ubers, bro, I was calling girls Ubers when I was
But
broke.
I don't take it as a money thing. It's the principle of like, yo, you have to basically get me over there and you got to take care of.
Wait.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay,
It's
I
an
don't
Uber.
know.
It's like
I just-
$45.
Okay, you're not doing it.
Send
I know,
an Uber?
You think
Of
Brad,
course you are.
You think Brad's doing that? No.
Well, I was also gonna add like
Especially if it's Uber. You're gonna Uber.
I'm not Ubering
most.
anyone, by the way. But also I
No,
like.
That's
no,
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. You're not Ubering nobody.
No, I'm not Ubering.
I
no.
won't take a girl down to
But-
Rodeo and buy her bags and shit. That's cringe.
That's whack.
I won't buy a
That's
bitch.
what Steiny will
I've
do.
done
I
that a
won't
few
fly
times,
girls
baby.
out. I won't do that. But
No, but-
Uber, food, what else?
You
Like,
take a girl down Rodeo. You're
if you
buying
take a
3
girl,
weeks.
if you take a girl on a trip, you're paying for the hotel. You're paying for the stay. Like the day to day, like what I need to survive type shit, shelter, food, transportation. Men pay for that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've always been
No,
like that.
I agree with that.
Since
yeah.
I was legit.
But the late night situation, you haven't learned to just be like done and then leave. You can't do the done and then leave.
Some people sometimes you can.
Brad's a businessman.
Sometimes you can.
I'm just saying historically, I don't do this
You're
anymore.
the kind of guy like you know why you're here.
Well, we both know why they're there, which is like the same
Sometimes-
situation.
Sometimes you can. It depends on. It's case to
Because
case.
when you said that, I was like, "What?" Just be like, "Yeah, early day tomorrow."
Sometimes. Yeah. Oh no, dude. Not Pierce, but my assistant before him, Brandon. You guys remember Brandon Dalton? Or no, that was after your time.
I think so.
His job exclusively was to wake me up at like 9, 10 in the morning and,
Oh, yeah.
and panic. Dude, we have the really important meeting in 15
That's a
minutes. Wake the
classic.
fuck up, wake the fuck up. Oh shit. I run in the shower. Babe, I'm sorry. Here, put your address. You slip her the phone. Oh, here we go again. You know what I mean? You get all dressed for the day. You shower, brush your teeth. You
Yeah.
walk her out, kiss her on the forehead, send her home, and then you walk back inside, lock the door, take off all your clothes, and go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, savage.
That, Brandon,
That's a classic.
we have a meeting. I would 3 a.m. Brandon, we have a meeting at 9:30.
If you had to make a prediction 10 years from now, what do you think's like the biggest thing in the internet world that's different?
I think that there will be a shift in balance between how much people spend in the digital world as opposed to the real world. I think it's already a battle.
Yeah.
When you look at screen time, like when you put on those headsets and you have an avatar and you can be anything you want, dude, most people don't love who they are. Most people would rather be something else.
Yeah,
Most
like
people-
20 years from now, it's going to be.
Something.
Ready Player One, bro. If you've never seen the movie Ready Player One,
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
go watch that movie. That is what
Like they live in a trailer park, but I'm a golden
is-
goose in the game.
bad.
Like that
Anybody
life.
know when that book came out? Because it was a book first, and I heard the book's nuts.
No, I didn't even know that.
But it was like way before the movie, and like this is like
I actually think what you said about GTA is true. People are gonna start spending money and run businesses in GTA. I swear, I was saying,
Dude,
the other
they've
day, and I
spent-
was like,
dude,
that's a true.
I'm so glad
fucking
you brought
thing.
this up because this is a crypto conversation. Grand Theft Auto, how much money have they spent on it? It's like
Crazy money.
hundreds of millions, if not billions, on the game they've spent, right? Over the course of the last decade, they've been building this game for a decade. Would it surprise you guys for Grand Theft Auto to release and launch their own marketplace where you can buy goods, shop, trade these items amongst each other? Would that surprise you at all?
And you like live
it's
in the
probably
world.
how it's going to work, right? Would it surprise you if you could physically buy a house in Grand Theft Auto with money? You take money, V-Bucks,
And it could go up in
house.
value.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's tradable.
Yeah.
CSGO, why CSGO skins have real world value, why there are skins in CSGO that are worth quite literally millions of dollars. That's what the market says that they're worth, is because I can own it and trade it to you freely. So that establishes a market, and it's all about demand versus the supply, right? You have a rich prince in India who plays CSGO every day. Money's nothing to him. He'll go buy the rarest skin in the game for $1 million like it's nothing, and we'll run around with it. And he's that guy, right?
For the flex, yeah.
It's just
I
like
think
how
that's-
everybody lives in the real world. The only difference is way more people see it.
Yeah.
You're wearing a Tiffany Paddock. Maybe 10 people really see it that day.
Yeah.
It's a whatever.
Oh, that's such a good
$4
point.
million watch.
Yeah.
You're running around in a video game with the rarest skin. You're having 100,000 profile visits a day. You're talking about flex culture. I'm that
crazy.
guy. Come on, man. Like it's.
I agree.
Yeah.
If GTA were to release a server, this is the world. Everybody's welcome to join.
Oh,
this.
this
It
would be
costs
nuts.
$10 a month.
This would be nuts.
Yeah.
You are taxed $10 a month to be a part of this world. Rockstar Games takes $5, and then the other $5 gets put into a liquidity pool to support a Grand Theft Auto token, a coin,
an economy.
That is the currency in the game that establishes what everything is valued at. You can invest in that token early, play the game early, buy real estate early. Brother, it's gonna take something like and I'm not saying this is what GTA is doing, but would it surprise you?
No, bro.
I think they can't call it
If
Grand Theft
GTA
Auto.
created their own media platform, would it surprise you?
No.
If you could watch videos and listen to music and artists started popping up, brands. If I went and did a pop-up for FaZe merch, digital FaZe merch, and 100,000 kids showed up to this pop-up to stand in line, would that surprise you?
No. Imagine in the game too.
That's what the future looks like in my mind.
But
Yeah,
imagine
I
in the
agree.
game, it's like, yo, you could go to FaZe Bank's house and you actually have to buy that house, buy your wigs.
Yes.
That's
or
gonna
if you're a
happen,
drug dealer in the game, you're really stacking bread. You can redeem that, swap it over for real bread. Bro, there are people
well,
who play.
no one's gonna buy drugs in GTA. You're not gonna feel the effects.
No, they do. Have you ever played GTA?
So
You
what, my
drink
character
and you
can?
start like, dude, it's all RP. These kids spend 8 hours a day. Kids will go and sit and work at McDonald's all day.
Where's
Hey,
my
can I
boy
take
Jimmy
your order?
at?
It's
Jimmy,
insane.
Bags GTA, huh?
No, but yo, IKEA just did
Little
something with
healthier.
Roblox.
Little healthier.
Yeah.
Well, Banks, you know what I was thinking is like you said something about people are going to be like spending more money in a game. It'll become more natural to do that. Like I always think back to like
It already is, by the way.
10, 15 years ago remember when like buying something online and asking for your dad's credit card to buy it was like
Sketchy.
It's sketchy. It's like, oh, I'm not
It's a
giving you my
scam.
information, all this. Now think about just in a 24-hour day for all of us, how many Amazon this, like how many things we buy. We don't even think about it's one click. In the game, owning real estate, owning a car, owning this, owning a watch, like I can
Sounds
totally see
crazy
that.
until
Like,
it isn't, right?
It does.
or
but
you said diversifying your portfolio. Like it'll be like you'll have a friend or you'll hear on the news that this guy made 60% because he bought a house a year ago on the game, and then people get into it, and then it like
Rockstar Games, I would love nothing more than to sit with you guys and talk forever about this shit. So anybody over there that wants to talk, you guys don't need to pay me shit. I don't need anything from you. I would love to talk about
I think
this.
it's the
or
future.
anybody really.
Yeah,
I think it's the
it's
future.
like too. It's like, bro, like you gotta pay for the Urus in GTA, and you want to flex that. Someone's gonna do it.
Yeah.
People are gonna start doing
Yeah,
that. If
they
they
are.
charge that, it's
And
gonna be
imagine you
that
could
way.
pull up on someone and really GTA steal that bitch, and now it's yours. And you could go to jail or get killed. You know what I mean? It's like,
see, I don't
lose
think they would
everything.
call it Grand Theft Auto. I think they would make it bigger, like call it the world or something. Like call it like
Bro, this
it's
shit's
not
been
about,
happening.
like-
What's that game that everyone like plays with the little? It's like pixelated.
Minecraft.
RuneScape.
Yeah,
RuneScape.
yeah.
It's
Dude,
been going on for.
Dude,
It's already been
people
going
have had
on.
rare
yeah.
items in RuneScape. They get lured out to the wild wilderness or whatever. They get murked, and
about
someone
Maple
steals all
Story?
their shit. You know what I mean? It's like
Maple Story. Why does
Maple
that sound
Story? Did
familiar?
you ever
I've
rip that?
heard of that before.
That was
think
time ago.
I think the Canadian Twins used to play that. Habbo Hotel, all that shit.
Yeah.
This is nothing new, by the way.
Yeah,
Also,
Habbo
like
Hotel.
everyone who
Remember.
thinks that this shit's a scam, like digital real estate is a thing. Like you own @Kyle on Instagram.
Not
So
anymore.
that whole
but
okay, well,
someone ripped it from me.
does
but that's a good point.
does @Kyle on Instagram hold any intrinsic value? Is there value to that?
Yeah.
How much would you say is that roughly worth? How much
Well,
would you
ask
pay
him,
for
why don't you
it?
ask him how much you paid for that?
How much did you pay for it?
60K.
60K for it. That you paid for a digital thing that doesn't exist. The feedback I always see is like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna buy that. It's not real. You idiot. What is that, Kyle? What is that? It's a little.
It's like
a
having
little-
like a nice car.
I mean, it's just talking
It's
to
a flex.
guys. It's pixels on a screen.
Well, this is also
it's the
just-
same shit.
I would never.
It's
spend
pixels
that.
on a. It's status.
I mean,
wouldn't
bro.
spend
It's
10K
status.
on
It's
that.
I'm Kyle.
Banks.
I'm him.
That's an
I mean,
ego
this
thing.
is how .com started. The same
Yes,
shit.
brother.
It's the same
Yes.
exact.
You don't
thing.
think that there was a conversation that was like, "Yo, I'm gonna buy this like domain name."
Well,
And
that's what
someone's like,
happened.
You're
People
gonna
made
spend money on
millions
a
of dollars.
.com. What does that?
You
mean?
so
Yeah.
much money?
Get a job.
People made so much money buying domains and selling
Fire.
domains. Still,
Yes.
people still to this day.
Yeah.
Insane. We could really sit here and talk about this all day long. And if we did it, we'd probably elevate. You know what I mean? It would probably increase the rate at which we're moving. And like
That's what was attractive about LA is like that back home, like you couldn't talk about this shit or like make a Vine video or do this. Like no one wanted to talk about
like
it.
the dreamer energy, like like that delusional, like dude, like the bitch at the barista at Starbucks has a bikini line. Like everyone here is doing something or has a bigger idea about what they want to be or do. It's, I don't know. I swear by LA. I appreciate you guys being a part of the whole thing more than you ever.
We appreciate you too, always.
And I know that you guys do, and I love you for that. Just know anytime I talk about you guys, I love taking credit. I love saying I was right. I love that.
No,
shit.
You deserve a lot of credit.
It's what I
deserve a lot of credit.
And you guys have never shied away from giving me credit or flowers, and I appreciate that more than you ever know. All jokes aside, I love you to death.
Yeah, I love you too.
And I wouldn't.
Nah, hell yeah.
We wouldn't have the type of relationship we do if I didn't. You're awesome too, and I'm glad that we got to do that podcast. Before I got to talk my shit, I got to get called in the comments, and I get to say F you.
Yeah,
it's dope.
Hell yeah.
I don't do very many podcasts. I don't love content. You guys are family. I could never not do this, and I'm glad we waited until now.
100%.
Because they've been asking for this one forever since the thing started, and the fact that you two are sitting right here and we're sitting in the Subathon house, like this shit.
Timing's everything.
It's a special moment. We're gonna see clips and reference this show 10 years from now, and this is our life. This is a core memory.
Let's go. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
I love
Dr.
you guys.
Banks.
Awesome, brother. You guys are the
Let's
goats.
go.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
Good shit, bro.
You guys are the best.
You too, always.
You too.